Alright, well, I'm gonna charge my phone as well. Just get everything situated here. Sounds good. So we usually, as we're starting out, we do like a little bit of a countdown.
Okay.
Are we gonna just jump right into it? Cold? No warm up at all?
No warm-up.
Talk?
Just
Like, hi, how's it going? I'm Milan. Nice to meet you.
Okay, we can start with some pleasantries.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh no.
Hi.
This is Olivia.
I'm Olivia.
Hi,
How's it going?
Nice to meet you. This is exciting. We've never done a guest episode where I've never met a guest before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this is a first for the podcast, as you said, you
It's a
know.
first for me as well.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that's good. I don't have the topics list as usual. So,
As
I mean,
usual.
I'm like totally blind.
don't worry, I'll try my best.
Okay, we're in the
to
same
guide
boat
us
then.
all.
Oh, cool. I'm like a guest too.
Okay, let's get started and we'll do the warming up
Okay.
during the podcast,
What
right?
is the warm-up?
I thought this was the warm up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to the TBD3B podcast, the interactive podcast where we talk and Olivia responds and you listen.
You listen. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to TBD3B. This is episode 36. So divisible by 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm not going to count it out. I'm sorry. That was my idea of a joke.
It might be a highly composite number.
highly
Okay.
composite number. We have a guest today. We have Olivia. How are you doing, Olivia?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm alright.
I'm well.
Seems like both of you are hungry. I think that's what we were talking about before.
Yeah, we were bonding over that.
Wait, so, but like, when did you wake up then? Because I'm guessing usually, you know, when you wake up, you have a breakfast.
Yes.
And then it's already 1 p.m., so usually you have a lunch too around this time. But both of you didn't do that today.
Mm.
What happened?
Well, I woke up at like 11:30.
Okay. Okay.
And then I took a shower and it was 12:25. And then I was like, oh, I have to come here at 12:30.
So what happened to
There was no time to eat.
there was no time to eat. Why'd you wake up so late today? What
Because
happened?
I also slept very late.
Ah, I see. You two have
I have
something
a
in
very
common.
similar story.
Alon was just telling me about his escapades last night.
Extraordinarily
Oh.
similar story. I also went to bed late. I also woke up at 11,
Oh,
but then I snoozed until 11:30.
okay.
And
Similar. I woke up at 10:30 and then I snoozed until 11:30.
Yeah, 1 hour snooze time. Well, you know, I got you both beat. I woke up at like 9:30 and I snoozed until like 11.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
So
good.
that's an hour and a half.
Well, you didn't have to come half an hour here, so.
Well, no, true. Well,
See,
I
I
did
missed 3 buses. I did my usual underestimating of how long it'd take me to shower and get ready, brush my teeth.
Dude, transit is so unreliable sometimes.
Yeah, I
don't
took
know.
a spin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's my like 3rd time ever.
Oh.
Exciting.
You know, I've taken only one spin ever before, and it was like shared, so there was someone else on it, also, which is very unsafe and very wobbly.
Are you the one in the front?
I mean,
or
so
No,
the
I was
back?
the one in the back. I was like, you know, like on
Oh.
motorcycles, you like.
Like Titanic.
Exactly.
Have you ever
So I'm jacked.
have you ever gone on a spin with another
You're
person
actually the
while
other
carrying
one.
a guitar?
What the hell?
That's what I did.
You were the one carrying the guitar?
Yes, I was not the one steering.
So you were in front.
I was like,
I'm sorry, you were carrying a guitar?
yeah.
On a spin?
Were you
Yeah.
playing?
No, no. Yeah, I wish.
Wait, so how does that work? So
You
you're
just like hold someone and then other hand is holding the guitar.
That seems very unstable.
It is unstable.
Oh, did you
Yeah,
fall?
these spins.
No.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that your solo spin experience, or have you?
I have never gone on a spin by myself.
Oh.
Have you ever driven a
Guess we all
spin?
share that.
Or were you always
Oh!
Always the passenger.
Always the passenger.
doing it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like spins are like slowly dying out. I remember like last semester, it was like I just saw them all the time,
It's true.
and
There's
now
bikes now.
I still see. That's true. I saw
Oh, are
those.
they?
Like they're right outside One on Center on Diffridge.
Oh shoot, wait, bikes are faster. I should have taken a bike. I didn't know that.
But then you need to use effort. Like have your
Yeah, I get some cardio out of it.
Exercise.
some
too.
cardio.
I mean, it's just
Exercise.
some
superior.
exercise.
Yes.
True.
I mean, spins are a menace to society, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
they get everywhere. You have to dodge them with your car. I mean, bikes too, I guess, but spins
People
are
get hit all
worse.
the time.
Yeah. It's a dangerous one. I saw someone like spinning on the highway once.
What?
Dude, I found spins
Is
in
that
some
allowed?
wild
I don't think
places.
so. Or I don't know if it was a spin because aren't spins like speed capped? I don't know. But he had
Yeah,
like
yeah.
an electric scooter or something,
Oh.
and he was just vroom vrooming.
Wearing a helmet, I hope.
Probably
No.
not.
Oh,
No. these spin people
No
are
one wears helmets.
absolute menaces. Well, it's because they don't provide one, right?
Yeah.
Like, otherwise,
That's
how
true.
are you gonna
Bring your own.
Well, that's
Bring your own helmet.
That's work. You're expecting too much. Of
I mean,
the-
usually when it's like an impromptu, right? You're not going to
That's
be
true.
out and about with your helmet. Like, ooh, what if I ride a spin? Yeah, you
That's
never know.
True. Well, that's why you just attach it. You have like a fanny pack, and
Mm.
I'm guessing most people don't do that.
Yeah, most people don't.
Yeah.
most people don't carry fanny
I don't
packs
do
either.
that either.
Doesn't really work. Well, we are at the end of the semester here, so I think we're all done with everything officially now. Are you done with all your classes, all your finals, everything?
I mean, grades are due.
Oh,
Grades are
true.
due today, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I haven't looked. I got some email notifications of like my finals being graded
Oh, yeah.
and stuff, and I
Mhm.
just decided to not look at them.
Nice.
I'm doing
Okay.
the.
Yeah, respectable.
The strategy.
That's good. It doesn't matter anyways.
That's true. Well, unless they like, I'm at the ceremony and they're just like, no.
But yeah, unless you've done
then,
like,
then there'll be a.
unless you
bad-
failed.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know. But
That's
I don't
true.
think I failed. Hopefully.
Well, it's at the edge of your seat. You
Yeah.
know? It's kind of like opening a loot box, you know, at graduation.
True, true. It's like playing the lottery and seeing if you'll win or not. Though most likely you will. So what was the finals that you had for this semester?
I only have one.
You only had one.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
distributed.
it was distributed.
How did that go?
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. It was.
We take okay. Okay is good.
Yeah. It's not.
We take that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. It's passing.
It
Uh-huh.
was
Maybe
in
better than
Doherty,
passing.
which was not great.
Oh,
Doherty?
Yeah.
Which one in
The
Doherty?
typical like 2 lecture halls.
Okay.
the two on the second floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yes.
Bad memories.
Yes. And I was sitting at one of those left-hand tables.
Oh.
They're not left-handed.
Oh, I love those.
Why though? Were you forced there?
No, but there was not very
enough
many
seat.
seats.
Oh.
The exam was at 5:30, and I got there
So what I'm
5:26.
deducing? Oh, you arrived a little late.
526.
Or it was early,
Oh,
but
this
Yes,
is
later
it
average
was
than
late.
other
late
people.
than most
Okay, okay.
people. Later than those people, yes.
That's true. Sorry for judging you. No, it's still early, right?
Yeah, it's still early.
Lots of people
I made it on time.
still already there.
Yes.
So one of the things is you are a grad student. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
yeah,
a grad
yeah.
student.
He's a grad student.
Have you been a grad student?
Yeah, I have been a grad student.
Are you graduating right now?
So I graduated early last semester,
Mm.
and I started the 5th year master this semester.
Okay, so you're
So
doing
technically, I
4.
graduated last semester, but I will be attending the
You'll be
graduation
walking
ceremony.
that thing. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright, that's cool.
So are you gonna, when you graduate next semester for your
Mhm.
master's thing, are you gonna be walking for that too, like the
I
next spring or
can if
something?
I want, but I will unlikely
Unlikely.
not.
so
I will
you-
likely not be doing that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming back to Pittsburgh again.
Yeah.
With like nobody
With
else.
no
in-
one there.
That's true. That would be
Yes.
rough.
Unless you make
You
a
guys
bunch of
can
new
come.
friends.
Or
that.
very convincing, thank you. We'll consider it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Wouldn't
For
you want
sure.
to come back to Pittsburgh?
I don't hate Pittsburgh.
Okay.
A lot of
It's really
people
grown
like.
on me actually these past few weeks.
I
Last few weeks.
wonder why. I wonder why. Is it because you've been exploring Pittsburgh?
Uh-huh.
You know.
It's amazing how the city is when you don't see it from the perspective of my tiny window that opens to the back alley of my neighborhood.
True.
It's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, Lon's been doing. Do you remember from the start of freshman year during O Week? We got all those. We got the deck of cards.
Oh yeah.
That has
Things to do.
things to do
You still
at CNU in Pittsburgh. Do you still have that?
I probably have that.
I don't know.
I never opened it though.
Ah.
The
I've
plastic
opened it
wrap's
too
still
many
on it.
times.
Oh wow.
Elon's mission this semester has been trying to go through
Oh,
the
that's
entire
pretty-
deck of cards.
Well, as many as
That's
you
it.
can
There's
because
52.
there's some. Yeah.
So how far do you think you are now? Like how many are remaining?
Okay, these are the ones that I can do possibly.
So what are they? You want to read?
Hey, oh, this is so embarrassing. Okay, so top of the list is the Duquesne Incline.
Ah, okay.
I've
The
never
classic.
done
Okay.
that.
That's
yet.
true.
That's okay. You
Still
still have
nice.
time.
Yeah. Then I guess we'll go in order of like what I should have done. So, second is Point State Park,
Okay.
the Strip District.
Never
Haven't
been
done
to
any of
this-
these?
Correct.
What? She's amazed.
Oh wow! Even for me.
Then there's a bunch of museums, like the Miller Art Gallery, which is the one on CMU, like
Oh.
literally at CMU.
Oh, I have not.
Oh,
I
I mean,
didn't
you could
know.
just like put a toe in there.
Yeah, well, you know.
Isn't
Oh,
that what you did with Frick Park? You just put like a toe in
Yeah,
there?
true. That wasn't on the cards though, or maybe it
Oh,
was.
really?
I don't remember. The one I did yesterday, I can move this to the done pile. Yes, I went to the zoo.
Oh.
Oh, the Pittsburgh Zoo.
That's pretty good.
We have the Carnegie Science Center,
Mm-hmm.
and the Mattress Factory,
Okay.
and the Andy Warhol Museum.
That is
Okay.
a lot of museums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
So how are you gonna? Have you planned this out on how you're gonna try and tackle these?
Of course not.
Have you done the rest?
No. These are the ones that I've done.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'll show it to the microphone. Here you go.
Thank you. Okay, can I see what they are?
There you go.
Oh.
This is a pretty sizable chunk.
So that's the zoo, picnic on the cut, a Group X class. Is that a CMU thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
what the? Oh, yeah, those ones I've done. Yeah. Right.
FIPS, yeah. Get coffee with a faculty or staff member.
Oh.
Attend meeting of the minds. You were actually there?
Yeah, I went. I just saw the idea. What is it called? Ideate gallery. That was
Ah.
good. It was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. We did that too this year.
I've been in it.
Oh, you've been in it too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Presenting.
Last year, junior spring, I did it because it was for part of the senior thesis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was
Okay,
the-
so you did the honors thesis.
Yeah.
An honors
So I
student.
did that my junior spring
Uh-huh.
and senior fall, as opposed to senior fall and senior spring.
I see.
Yeah.
Getting
What did you present?
Yeah. Research.
Classic. Damn, I didn't know you presented your
Yeah, in
research.
case you guys didn't know, I was presenting about research that I
So
was doing.
usually the people in that is like the senior thesis people, right?
There's senior thesis people and anyone who does an independent study.
Oh.
And then there's also some classes that have them
I
do
see.
it.
I see.
So there's just a lot of people.
So is it required you're supposed to present
Yeah,
like at that thing?
it's required.
Uh,
You bring a poster
yeah.
and then you just stand in front of it for 2 hours and tell people what you did like 30 times.
Do you ever do like science fair in like middle school, high school, that kind of thing?
Science fair? As in,
It's like
not Science Olympiad?
no, it's a different
No,
thing.
they've never heard of science fair?
No.
No way.
What? So science fair is usually like this thing that they have in like middle school and high schools.
Wait, before we get there, where are you from?
You want to guess? Take a guess.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
I have no idea.
It's okay, just start from somewhere.
Alright, so statistically probably California.
I am not from there.
Okay.
That was a good first guess.
Yeah. Is it though?
I
I think
it's
so.
a good first
I think
guess.
that's a good first
That's
guess.
like where everybody's from.
That's true.
It's either that or Texas or New Jersey
Mhm.
or New York.
Mhm.
It's usually. And I just listen.
I don't
to
get
it.
Texas vibes.
Okay.
Why is that? Huh?
I don't know.
What are Texas vibes?
Yeah. What are this is Texas vibes.
You're from Texas?
He's
Yeah.
from Texas.
Oh, I see. Okay, interesting.
I'm gonna go with New Jersey then.
Okay. No.
Okay, Texas.
No.
I think we're gonna be
We're gonna be
here
here
a
all
while,
day.
a long time.
Oh yeah, Wyoming.
Does that help? Close.
Oh really?
Yeah.
In terms of obscurity,
Yeah.
I guess you could say.
Kansas, Alabama.
Okay, it's a
I'll
little.
give you a region.
It's a little more.
It's in the Midwest.
Yeah, there you go.
In the Midwest,
Yeah.
Illinois,
Close geographically.
Ohio,
Close geographically.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
From Indiana.
It's so interesting because whenever people guess, once I say I'm from the Midwest, people guess Illinois and Ohio,
Yeah.
and sometimes Michigan, and Indiana's like right in
It's
between.
the forgotten child.
Because
Yeah.
nobody lives in Indiana.
I do.
Except for you.
Yeah, nobody, but I'm the only one who lives in
That's
Indiana.
why they don't
How
have
is
science
that?
fairs there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I guess my school just didn't do it. Also, I was not in the U.S. during middle school.
Right.
Yeah.
Where were you during middle school?
I was in China.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
So science fairs first.
Yes,
Basically,
science
it was just like it was either for a class or just something the school held where kids can do like a science experiment, and then they go through the whole scientific process, and then they like create a little board. And the whole point of the science fair is you have this
Was it
one
required?
night. Depends on the school. Like sometimes it's required. A lot of the times it's optional and it's just like
I was
try-hard
required
kids
to
who
do
wanted to do it.
a science project. And the science fair was like an optional way to present your
Oh.
project.
Right, so like oftentimes in
Interesting.
science classes you had to do like a science project. So you had to like do the whole thing, have a hypothesis,
Follow the
results,
scientific.
file the
Uh-huh,
scientific
uh-huh.
method, write it all down, and then if you wanted to do the fair, you had like a board, and you like
Oh, I
put
see,
stuff on the
I
board,
see.
and then they like, at least for my school, we like had the gymnasium for a night, and then had a bunch of tables, and then you'd like put your boards up,
Oh.
and then you'd stand there for like
And then
I
present.
don't know, 30 minutes or so, and then people, like parents would all like walk around, or like other
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
and they'd all be like, oh, tell me about your project, and I'd be like, yeah, I totally did this project. To help my parents
I
mostly,
see.
because that
This
was
is like the typical, you know, in shows how they have the science fairs and people make like a lava thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly
that is
that.
Yeah,
exactly
okay,
that.
In fact, someone did do like a lot
Oh,
of projects
okay,
at
okay.
one of my
Classic
middle
and
school ones.
classic.
So that means Meeting of the Minds was like your first time doing that kind of thing?
No, I did
No.
research in high
I
school.
never
Okay.
presented my thing. I presented it to the class, but I never. It just kind of went to the void somewhere.
Oh, so you never did like the fair thing?
Yeah, I mean, it went to the fair. I just didn't.
Oh,
You
you didn't
just
show
had
up.
your board up there?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
I think
Awesome.
only if you like won something, then you like it's like a next stage where you do go up and present.
I see.
Oh.
I see.
Yeah.
It was like required since I did like a program in middle school. So like in that program, they required you to
Oh.
do the entire science fair too. So like besides just the project, you had to go there and like present. And then sometimes you had to go to, if they thought your project was good enough, you had to go to like the district's one or like the
Oh, I
regional one.
see, I see.
Which was that was the first time I ever had Chipotle. I
What?
went to like the
Is that memorable?
it is a core memory. It's like the first time I went to the regional science fair or whatever.
Wow.
And
Oh,
didn't win
overachiever.
anything. Didn't get anything, but
At least you got there.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically we had lunch, and then since it was at the university, Portland State University, so it was in the city, and for lunch we just like exited and
Exited.
went to Chipotle nearby, and I was like, damn, this is my first time ever getting
Did you
Chipotle.
like it?
I liked it a lot when I had
Okay.
it, you know? I still have only had Chipotle like 3 times in my life.
Oh wow.
4 times.
Wow.
I just usually don't
What do you get?
eat out a lot. The last one I
Gaucho.
had was like 2 years ago, so I don't even remember
Oh,
what I
wow.
usually get. But Chipotle, fun memory.
Get it again.
Get it again.
Yeah, right now.
Right now. You can get
Chipotle
it right
run.
now. Let's look. We're going through the cards. CMU food pantry.
Oh.
Yeah, my
Is that
roommate
just
works
like
there.
you walk in? Oh, your roommate works there?
Yeah. I mean, I think you're supposed to make an appointment, but he just like was like, it's okay.
Oh, I see. Watch Dancer Symposium.
Wow.
That was one that he did this semester.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
A lot of those I did this semester.
Oh,
Yeah, true.
okay.
Dancer Symposium. In fact, you were in Dancer
I
Symposium.
was.
What you're in
Oh,
Dancer
yeah?
Symposium 2 times.
Yes.
Right. What motivated you to
To do
it
it?
the first time? Yeah.
The first time it was mainly just for fun, and also I knew a lot of people who were doing it. So I was like,
Mhm.
might as well.
Might
It
as
seems
well.
fun. Also, then you get to watch a show, and you don't have to pay for a ticket.
Wow. Imagine
Yeah.
not paying for it.
Imagine not paying for a ticket.
Did you not pay for a ticket?
I wanted
You just did
to.
it?
I
Did you
mean,
sneak in?
I didn't sneak in. I wanted to pay for a ticket.
Oh,
okay?
did they run?
But
Let it be known on the record. He
For the
wanted to
record,
pay.
I tried.
Okay. Did they run out?
Well, no, there was just nobody to buy a ticket. I came late. is the thing.
Oh.
He came in the intermission.
Oh.
And then literally no one's like checking tickets. or
Okay,
and you
anything,
just
so
go
then
in.
You just go in. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah. Was that the
That's
first time you did any kind of like dance stuff?
No.
No.
Technically, no. When I
Technically,
was a
no.
child, I danced.
Mm.
Yes.
But was it like what kind
It
of
was-
dance was it? Like ballet or what?
Yeah, it started off with ballet, and then it moved on to some kind of Chinese dance thing.
Ah.
Yeah. Yes, that
Makes
was
sense.
such a great time.
Yeah.
Such a great time.
I remember at my Chinese school, the after-school program. That's where I started doing Chinese yo-yo. But they also had one for like dancing. So like usually most of the girls did that one.
It was one of those. It's not like you had a choice.
Really? You didn't have a choice?
I think a lot of the parents wanted their kids to just do it. And I mean, I guess it was good-ish. It's just like a lot of stretching and like flexibility and pain.
And pain.
No pain, no gain.
Yeah, no pain, no gain.
True.
Yeah.
Do you think those flexibility...
They have not carried into
They have not
my
carried
adulthood,
over?
unfortunately.
That's a shame.
Unfortunately.
So, but the DS, less flexibility, more...
more fun.
More fun?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And was that like...
Which group were you in?
I was in the intro to hip hop one.
Which one was that one?
YMCA?
Oh,
I don't
was that the first half?
It was in the second
It was
half.
in the second half.
YMCA.
It was the one...
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
It was the one with the Tiny
Walk-
Weekend song.
Walk
I don't know
Red.
if you know that song.
Walk Red?
Okay, he doesn't know
Okay.
that song.
Okay.
No.
That's okay.
It's the one with a fuck ton of people on the stage.
Yeah.
Because there was like
yeah.
30
Yeah,
people.
there's
yeah.
a lot of people.
How chaotic
I don't know
is
how
that?
they managed to fit everyone
Wait,
on
were you
the
the ones
stage.
wearing the jackets?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. How chaotic were like those rehearsals? Because like, where do you
The
usually
rehearsals
rehearsal?
themselves were fine, but because there were so many people, half of the time, a quarter of people would just not show up.
Oh.
And then when we were practicing formations, right? You know, when people have to stand in certain positions, half of the people were there, so then there'd be like open gaps everywhere, and you wouldn't know where you had to stand. But it ended up being okay then.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how these choreographers, especially, it seems like with how they introduced it, it's like 5 or 6 choreography people. They like do most of the
they're
dances,
the directors.
Right? Okay, so there's a difference.
So each dance has one or few choreographers, and then the directors are separate. But the directors can also be choreographers.
So what do the directors do? Do you know?
They're in charge of organizing everything.
Oh, okay, just like logistics.
Yeah.
I see.
Like they run DS.
I see. I was gonna say like that's a lot of work to choreograph.
No, they don't choreograph all of them.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Because also other dances are from different orgs, like tricking.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. There's some people that I've seen, like I don't know her name, but she was in like 5 or 6 different
Some people
dances.
are in so many dances.
I don't know how.
How they
Sounds
keep all
so
the
tiring.
moves.
Dancing is their life.
Yeah,
Love it. That's
basically.
cool.
My heart
It's
can't
their
take
passion.
that.
Too much exercise.
Too much exercise.
Would you say like DS has been a really like fun experience overall?
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. It's fun. You go to, I mean, if you know people,
True.
then it's more fun.
That makes sense.
Or you can meet people.
Did you meet anybody new?
I did meet some people.
Oh.
Yeah. Just, you're like dancing with them and you're like, hey, what's your name?
New social avenues.
Yeah, exactly.
Very
Exactly.
nice.
They even had a social event where we all got food. We paid for it.
Wow.
They paid for it?
Yeah.
Damn!
Mr. Moneybag.
That's where our budget's going.
Yeah. I mean, all the ticket sales. Think about how many tickets they sold.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
They sold.
But they sell those at
500.
the end.
Yeah, but they can use it for the next semester.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So what happened to the first semester where they didn't have ticket sales?
What do you?
like a
you mean
chicken
the
and
very
egg.
beginning?
Yeah, the very, very first DS.
They didn't have these things. They didn't get these.
They didn't get a
luxuries.
social.
They didn't get to socialize. Yeah.
Those people are missing out.
Yeah, our social events we all have to pay for because the orchestra's really poor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, their concerts are free. So.
All right. I went once freshman year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Were you in it?
Well, yeah, I must have been. Brahms.
It was the
Not
follow-up. Was it in the
sure.
Soldiers and Sailors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one too.
Yeah, we played.
It was Brahms' birthday a few days ago.
Was it?
Wow, how'd you know
It was a
that?
Google Doodle.
Oh.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Ah, did you know that?
No, I didn't.
SMH.
Now you know.
Yeah, I know.
It was
I
his
do.
190th birthday, I think.
Wow.
Is that one of the cards?
Brahms'
Going to,
birthday?
Like going to like an orchestra or something.
No, there's one that's you see a show in Purnell,
Oh.
and that is in my list of things that I can no longer do.
True.
Right here.
I see.
Oh shoot, graduate? That's where you get on a different file.
Well, it's not there yet. You can put it on later, this weekend or whatever. Yeah, makes sense.
Another one's sledding in Flagstaff Hill.
Oh. These are some interesting things.
Wait,
that I would not have
you
documented.
put participate in buggy here?
Yeah, I counted watching buggy in person as participating.
Go through the booths of Carnival, attend an AB concert, find penguins on Pouch Bridge. Wait, visit the Carnegie Museums.
I think that means the dinosaur museums, right?
Yeah, it has a dinosaur.
The
thing.
Natural History Museum?
I think so. The one that's like close by.
I think there's two. There's an art museum right next to it also. It's like 2 in 1.
Oh yeah.
You painted the fence?
We all painted the fence a week.
Oh.
Yeah. What do you mean? I had a
I
paintbrush.
guess that's true. That's true.
Oh, did you see the do you follow the fence on Instagram?
No.
You should see what the fence says.
Right now?
Right now,
Is it something funny?
It's kind
provocative?
of not really provocative. It's just kind of funny. If you look at it, if you squint.
You're just teasing me. I'm not gonna go and look. So.
You just look at a picture of it.
How are you getting to Dave & Buster's?
Bus?
Okay. You're not gonna take the CMU shuttle?
Oh, maybe.
When is
Well,
that?
you can't anymore. You have to. Huh?
When is that?
The shuttle?
Yeah.
Did you RSVP?
Yeah. Did they send info?
They just sent
an
They sent an email like
they did?
an hour ago or something.
I didn't see
It was
like-
like riveting podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent an email. I think it's 4:45 p.m. at Hammerschlag Hall.
Oh. Very up to date.
If I recall correctly.
I'm a very interested one. Learn about a new religion. Like all of these are Pittsburgh and CMU, and then this one's just like very.
Yeah, I'm not sure about if I did that or
What
not.
is it?
I just.
Learn about a new religion.
Oh.
So what religion did you learn?
Yeah, exactly. I just assumed that I learned it at something in the 4 years that I've been here.
That makes
Related
sense.
to religion.
That's hilarious.
At some point you learned about it.
Yeah, I learned about. I learned. How to say Eid Mubarak. There you go. That's something.
Wow.
Congratulations. Was that new? You never knew about Islam before?
Does it have to be a religion I've never heard of before?
I mean, it
That
says
might be
learn
hard.
about a new religion. Like
What
new
does new mean? I mean, humanity as a whole is pretty new, right? On the grand scheme of the universe. So when you think about it, all religions are pretty new.
Okay.
Right? And Islam is the newest of the major Abrahamic religions.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're spitting.
So.
Nice facts, right?
So you did learn about a new religion.
Okay. Well, we'll give you a pass on that. We'll give you a pass on that.
I mean, how many have you done?
Well, the thing is, I didn't have these cards, right? So I couldn't
That's
really
true.
be
You could have asked.
gunning for them. Well,
I could've given
these are your cards. I can't like take.
No, I
these
could have
cards.
given you a list. Like a spreadsheet.
Oh, true. Take a Stuco. Really? You took a Stuco?
Yo.
Just leave that it is. Take a Stuco means attend like one class.
I signed up.
Over a whole
took
entire semester. You did not sign up. You dropped it.
Okay.
Okay. Riveting podcast content.
Yes.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, we were going through the cards. So how many more do you have left? It was like.
So these are the ones I can do. These are the ones I can't do. I got uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho.
8.
8.
Makes sense. Well, from all of these, you've had a pretty good spread of Pittsburgh and CMU. How would you say, like, you said your opinion, your view of Pittsburgh is like?
Yeah, I used to
Increase
think
as you've
of
done it.
Pittsburgh as this like dingy, rainy, depressing city that gives us a lot of homework for some reason.
The city itself.
I was like, why Pittsburgh? And then for some reason, this semester, the sun has just been out all the time.
Has it?
Really?
I mean, compared to...
Do you consider this as the sun being out?
I had to wear sunglasses today. I mean, it's cloudier now than it was before.
It looks
Would
pretty
you
gray.
say this is not sunny?
I don't
mean,
think
there's
it
like-
looks that sunny. It's more of partly cloudy.
I would think that kind of opinion would come from him, being the Texas person.
Yeah,
I didn't know
well,
Indiana
the
had
thing
such
is,
a-
I mean, I'm so used to it just... it's like the Pittsburgh rain is a constant drip, drip, drip. It like water
Itsy bitsy
torture.
spider. Drip, drip, drip.
And it lasts for days.
True.
It's true.
True.
Is it going to rain during graduation?
The forecast said so, but then it changed. I just checked
it. It changes
today.
every day.
Oh, does it?
I check all the time because I'm like, I don't want it to rain.
True.
Okay, well, it was supposed to rain the past 2 days, and it didn't.
Yeah.
It's been bright and sunny. Okay, yesterday it was actually bright and sunny, and the day
before. It's supposed to be partly cloudy / sunny on Sunday now.
That counts as bright and sunny to me in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh?
That is like amazing. I've gotten some nice pictures.
Better than rain.
True. I agree.
Better than rain.
Yeah.
I've got some it's a very picturesque city. Lots of nice green hills, you know, very textured. I like it a lot.
How would you say your opinion of Pittsburgh has evolved? Is it still, like, has it changed from when you initially, what were your initial impressions of Pittsburgh?
Initial impressions? I actually came once during high school.
So you came for like a college visit?
Yeah, for a visit. And it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
A neutral opinion?
Yes, it was a neutral opinion. I don't think it rained, so I was like, okay, this is pretty nice. And it was also during the
Carnival?
summer.
Was it?
No, it was during the summer.
Oh, during the summer.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. This was before I had applied.
Oh, I see. So it's just like your parents,
I
don't know, traveling to, doing college visits.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
Okay.
Not a college visit.
I see.
Many college visits.
Many college visits.
Yeah.
It was just one of many.
Yes, exactly.
So did it, like, since you went to a lot, did seeing you at all, like, even stick out? Or was it just like...
It was actually the first one I visited.
Oh, okay. So first one.
And I was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to apply there.
What?
Then I applied there, and then I got in, and I was like, maybe I won't go there.
That's funny.
Where else did you visit?
Hmm?
Where else did you visit?
A lot of schools along the east. So after this, we went to New York and visited a few schools in there. You know, the typical. Like Cornell, Columbia. And then we went down. No, I did not visit NYU. I did not want to go there.
That's true.
Okay.
Because there was no campus.
Yeah. Fair.
And then down the East Coast, all the way down until you hit North Carolina, Duke.
Yeah.
And then to
UNC?
I did not visit UNC.
Okay, I'm noticing
Or Chapel Hill.
a common thread between these schools.
And then I went west to Tennessee.
What's in Tennessee?
Vanderbilt.
Oh shit.
I didn't know that.
I forgot about that.
That was the last school I visited.
I see.
Yeah. It was a road trip.
Oh. So was this like list schools that you were interested in, or was it like your parents just like...
Bunch of schools.
Bunch of schools.
To hit all of them to see which ones I would be interested in.
So at this point, were you already interested in like doing CS or like applying because of CS?
This was the summer after sophomore year.
Yeah.
So it was pretty early.
Quite early.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure yet. So I was just looking around.
So when do you think that like... When do you think that like decided...
I was gonna do CS?
Yeah.
Probably when I was applying for schools.
Okay.
So like senior
and then that's when you decided to do CMU too?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes. I was applying for like a mixture of things, like CS and bio.
Are you comp bio?
No, I'm just CS.
Okay. Minor concentration?
It was either CS or bio. Not comp bio.
So like when you were applying, you kind of applied to both then?
Yeah.
Ah.
You know what's interesting is I took a bioinformatics class my senior year of high school, and then the textbook we used is actually written by one of the CMU professors.
Really?
So when I visited it, I was like, oh, you're that person who we're learning from. Because he gave like the info session.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, why does your name sound so familiar?
That's cool.
Wait, the comp bio guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's very surreal. That must be like a cool moment.
It was cool.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, maybe I will go here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about like, what if you had gotten into a school, or just like even just doing bio in general instead, like your whole career path, everything would have been different?
Yeah, everything would have been different. But I think I thought about it a lot, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go be in school for many years.
Right, I was thinking usually when you're doing bio, that's usually like a jumping pad to be a doctor.
That was the
thought.
Oh. And then I was like, do I really want to be in school for another 8 years?
It's a very good question.
And then another many years of residency before I can actually work. I was like, I'm gonna be 30 plus, and I'm still
so many hours
years,
of the day of working all throughout the year for very little.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's a pretty big game.
It's a pretty big game, but
there's different kinds
in the
of
US
games.
at least.
There's also the, helping people aspect of it.
Oh,
Not just for the money.
Yeah, altruism.
Right.
We like that. Yeah, we like that.
Yeah, we do. Not as CS babies though.
Yeah, we just want the money. That's funny. I don't know. Like, I totally understand that. My sis, I've said this a lot. My sister always, because she's going through that whole process right now.
Oh, is she in med school?
She's already done with med school and she's in residency.
Oh.
So she did her 4 years of undergrad, 4 years of med school, and now she's got another 6 years of residency. Wow. She's actually going to be like, as
30s.
you said, 30s when she's like fully done. I mean, in a way, once you graduate med school, even in med school, you're already doing rotations and stuff. True. And now she's already getting paid like a job wage, though it's not very much. Yeah. But it's still enough kind of already starting, right? Enough to survive. Like in California.
Oh, in California.
Yeah,
it's even more expensive.
That's true.
You get paid more though right now.
Yeah, probably. I'd say. I don't know. It's very interesting, like. With I don't know if this is with residency or just with doctors in general. A lot of the times, if you're in more rural areas or like non-popular areas, you might get paid more, especially for residency, because it's harder to attract people there. I see. Because everybody wants to be in like the big cities.
That makes sense.
They don't want to be in like Indiana.
Oh, really? I wonder why you picked that state.
I wonder why.
No, they actually have a pretty good med school.
Indiana?
Yeah.
Where? At Purdue?
IU.
Oh, IU?
Indiana University?
Oh, interesting.
That's a university that I
never heard of.
Well, now you guys know.
Yeah. Indiana, like...
You want to talk more about Indiana?
Are you from Indianapolis?
The suburbs, yeah.
The suburbs.
Yeah.
Is that like all of Indiana? How big is Indiana?
It's... You mean land mass size? Or population size?
Like how big is Indianapolis compared to Pittsburgh? Is it bigger than Pittsburgh?
It is.
Oh, it is.
In terms of population? Yeah, I think so.
Makes sense. Pittsburgh is not that big.
Yeah. My suburb of Dallas is almost as big as Pittsburgh. It's like a few thousand. It's like razor thin.
Oh,
like
wow.
it's like 299K. It's like
what
300.
even is Pittsburgh's population?
It was in the 300,000s.
Oh wow. Your suburb has that many people?
Yeah, I mean it's like really big though is the thing.
It's like Texas, spread out.
It's true.
Like Dallas, like everybody's super spread out. I think Dallas, the city itself, only has like 1 million people. And
only.
Then
only 1 million people.
Only 1 million.
But the whole metroplex, like with all the suburbs and everything included, is like 6 million or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. I feel like Indiana gets people always make jokes about Indiana, me included. But like,
really, I never heard a thing. Can you tell me?
No, it's funny. I put it down because
you put it down.
No, I was in Portugal and someone was like complaining about something being in the bumfuck nowhere, and then they first said Alaska, and then Antarctica, and then they said Indiana.
Really?
They literally said Indiana.
Indiana was the third one they said?
That stayed as a memory because I was like, that's hilarious.
Wow!
Indiana was their third choice.
I'm surprised because I feel
American
like most people wouldn't even know.
Yeah, an American was saying that.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, like Indiana. The thing about Indiana is that it's like so far back in my like
stateless.
Yeah, like, huh?
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah. Would you say, like, do you think Indiana is, what's the best part of Indiana, do you think? Like, if you had to convince someone to come to Indiana.
I think the major reason why a lot of people are there is that it's a pretty good place to raise kids in the suburbs.
They're gonna say race cars.
Wait, the Indy 500!
True.
There's the Indy 500. But yeah, I mean, there's actually a pretty good school district, which is the one
Oh, true.
I live in.
True. Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah. That's the same school district?
Yeah.
For context, there was this TikTok that I saw. It went kind of viral. It's basically like these people at this like really rich school, and they're like, here's the auditorium. Here's the cafe that we have. Here's our library. Yeah, and it was like, It was like, I don't know,
they have
college
a planetarium.
level. Yeah, they had a planetarium.
What?
When I was in elementary school, we would go there for field trips.
Oh my goodness.
To your own
to the high school. Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
To high school.
Wait,
It's
Indiana's
huge.
loaded.
public school?
It's public school.
No, magnet school?
No.
Just like a regular.
Just regular
like
public
you just
school.
live there and
Yeah.
you went.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. It's very surprising. Most people
I
don't
see.
think about it, but
Damn.
it's there.
Yeah, I guess you have that in like every state, though. But
Mhm.
maybe Indiana is special. Like, maybe Wyoming doesn't have that. Some places.
Wyoming. You never know. Maybe you'll
really
meet someone
tough.
from Wyoming.
I've never met someone from Wyoming.
Yeah.
Same.
I met somebody from Mississippi for the first time.
Oh,
A couple
really?
days ago. Yeah.
From
Yeah.
CMU?
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn. I don't know why, like for those senior events, especially with the CMU one, why can't they just have more? Because like,
I know.
It's
like-
sold out
It's so.
instantly.
I know. I went at noon, and it said no tickets available. And then I heard from someone that they went on the website 2 days after it got released and got a ticket.
what?
Maybe it was a bug.
Yeah, I think
Really?
so. I think it
Uh-huh.
was. Because some people managed to get 3 or 4
The hell?
Tickets.
tickets for different events. I didn't get one.
That's unfair.
Yeah.
That's
Mr.
so
Krabs
awesome.
is in there. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, we're what, a graduating class of 3,000 people or something, and they
It's
have
less
a,
than that, right?
is it? I think. Well,
I think there's
CS is like 300, 200.
I think
Oh,
there's
less than 200.
1,500.
Yeah. 1,500?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In the whole school?
Undergrad.
Our graduating class?
For undergrads.
Shoot, that was my high school.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe it's 2,000.
CMU is not that big.
CMU's
Okay, well, anyway, that's still a lot of people, right?
Yeah,
1,500
that's still a
kids.
lot of people.
All in their senior week capacity is like
Yes.
40 people.
That's true.
All the budgets go into, I don't know.
With
what
new
it's
buildings.
called, New
Oh, no.
buildings
Yeah.
instead of senior week, whatever the hell.
Pretty disappointing.
Yeah, I'd say.
You'd say.
So I think a long time ago, or if we rewind like 30 minutes, we were
Right.
talking about you covering your first impressions of Pittsburgh.
Right.
Right.
Do you think they've like evolved though, now that you've been here 4 years?
Honestly, I don't know if they've changed that much.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's still a lot of Pittsburgh I have to explore.
Well, you
And
have.
I
another
also
Would you
don't
like to go
hate
to the
Pittsburgh that
Museum
much.
of Carnegie Science?
I have been there.
Oh, have you been to the mattress factory?
I have not.
All right, there
Yeah.
There you
you
go.
go.
I
Make
think
the
it's kind of
comments.
far, right?
Yeah, it's a little out there. I
Yeah.
remember when I
I mean,
went.
do you have homework to do?
Okay, true. I don't have homework to do.
I also don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Are you like leaving
I'm
right after
leaving
graduation?
Tuesday.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but you also have another semester.
That's true.
True.
Am I gonna do things? We'll
Maybe.
see.
You could
We'll
be
see.
like along here.
Maybe
just
I should
trying to
pull
go
out my
through the
pack of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring
exactly.
it here. Start going through the list. Do the deck.
Yeah, yeah. And you can do all of them too. That's the best part. Like some of these are time dependent.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Like sledding.
What would you
Oh,
think
yeah.
of? So even though like your view of Pittsburgh hasn't changed that much, it was like originally neutral.
Yeah, it's not a
Stay
bad place
neutral.
to live, but I don't think I would want to be here permanently.
Afterwards, I
Yeah.
see.
Mm.
I see.
Yeah.
Where would you want to go? Have you thought of that before?
That's a good question.
Indiana.
Right, I've been really wanting to go back. No, probably not Indiana. I mean, I lived there for a pretty decent amount of time. And it's Indiana, so.
Even she's like it's Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, maybe eventually, but we'll see. I feel like for now I want to go to a city.
Mhm.
So,
Few options.
yeah, a few options out of those.
Yeah.
I don't
Seattle.
think there aren't that many
New York.
huge cities. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, New York is like a whole world of its own.
Yeah, it really
True.
is.
But you said you didn't want to go to NYU. Was it just because it didn't even have a
Yeah,
campus?
that's the main reason.
Okay, not because of New York City.
No, not because of New York.
Did you apply to any state schools?
I did apply to,
Indiana.
yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Makes
IU,
sense.
Purdue.
Huh?
Purdue.
Okay.
And, I did apply to UC schools.
Okay.
As everyone.
Yeah, didn't go there though.
Yeah.
Didn't get in.
Yeah, me neither. What did you have like a preference, or even I guess in general of where you want to go afterwards? You have like a West Coast, East Coast preference? Do you even feel like there's that much of a difference?
They're very different.
Okay.
I think they're pretty different. Like the vibes are very different between East Coast and West Coast. But I think I'd be fine with going to either.
How would you say the vibes are different? Like what are the West Coast vibes?
Happier.
Really?
Maybe.
Why would they be happier?
Less, I don't know, they just don't have as much, like, they're not as rushed, I feel like, people on the West Coast.
Get more vitamin D too. That's what I was thinking.
The weather is nice on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Okay. True.
Yeah, and there's more nature, I guess.
That's definitely true.
I mean, if you are in New York City, I guess you can go upstate and see some trees.
Yeah. Go to Central Park.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
but it's not.
If you go to Cornell, you can live amongst
effort.
the trees.
You have to make an effort to find nature.
True.
If you're living in New York City, yeah. But then again, we're in Pittsburgh, so I don't know if nature is a huge deal.
I mean, you can see some trees right there.
Right. I can touch some grass later.
So, what do you think is like the East Coast vibe then? Just like more uptight?
More busy.
More busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the main thing, I think.
I see.
More, I feel like if you're in New York, there's always something to do.
True.
There might be too many things to do.
You have to wait, like you need 10 cards, 10 decks.
Yeah.
I bet you even need more than 10.
Oh, yeah,
you just need a cycling deck of cards because things come in and out.
That's true.
Makes sense. So what are the cities?
Yeah, so I think I would go to either. We'll see. That's a later problem though, because I'm still in Pittsburgh for another semester.
That's true.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What motivated you, since I'm not
do a master's?
To do a master's, like, was this something that you've been thinking for a while? I'm guessing not, because I felt like when I heard it from a different perspective, it was like kind of last minute.
Actually, I have been planning for a while.
You had been planning for a while.
Because, so the CMU fifth year master's is research based, right? And in order to do it, you need research experience, right? So I started thinking about this maybe like my sophomore year.
Okay.
Or like end of freshman year. So I was like, oh, I need to start doing research. So I basically planned out my research experience throughout the last couple years of my undergrad career, so that I would have enough experience to apply for this program. Which is why I also did the senior thesis.
I see.
And that's also why I moved it a semester early, because I planned to graduate.
Wow.
So there was a lot of planning.
Okay.
I don't think it was apparent from the outside perspective, but for me, I have been thinking about it for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like, was this something that you had coming in to CMU
no,
also?
I think, well, I didn't even know the fifth year master existed.
Right.
Because I wasn't thinking about masters as an rising
as a high school
freshman in undergrad career. But I think I started thinking about it once I learned about it, because it's only a year and you get a master's degree.
True.
And so I was like, okay, might as well. And the other thing is, I don't think I would want to do a longer master's program if you didn't do that CMU. You know, you'd have to go to a different school and it'd be like a year and a half or 2 years.
That makes sense. And you also, like, when applying to master stuff at different schools, there's like more applications.
Yeah, it's a lot more work. You have to get recs, and you also have to write essays. Well, actually, I had to do those things.
Yeah, did you not have to like do that recs and?
I did have to get. Actually, I did not really need to get a rec. I just needed. I needed an advisor who'd be willing to be my advisor.
I see.
And then I had to write an essay.
Fun.
Yeah, super fun. And then that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot simpler at CMU.
And the essay you can even use nowadays. It's so easy.
Yeah, you guys can do it.
It's so easy.
No, the thing is, I don't know any professors, nor have I done any research.
You could do the course-based one, which apparently is a thing.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it was a thing until recently.
Take classes instead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pretty good at that.
Pretty good at that. Been doing it for many years now.
Yeah. Lots of experience.
Not for a while now, though. Can you believe that?
True.
Done with class.
Forever?
Well, we'll see.
Did you ever feel like when you were applying to colleges and then finally going, like when you were applying for colleges, did you want to try and go to places that were further from Indiana? Like, did you feel like a need to get out of the state?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I did not really want to stay in there.
I mean, like, Pittsburgh is not that far away.
It's not that far, but it's still further than if I were
True.
to go to one of the schools in the state, which would only be like an hour away.
Yeah.
And I could basically go back whenever during any weekend. Not even a long weekend. I can just go back whenever.
Yeah.
It's only an hour.
Yeah.
But now it's 6 hours. So I don't have any feasible way of going back unless it's during like a long break or something.
So do you usually drive when you
It
go
depends.
back?
I think earlier, as a freshman, that happened more. But then after we got back from COVID, junior year, I started flying because it's easier.
I see.
But because it's Indiana, there's no direct flights. So I always have to go. I always have to go from Pittsburgh to New York or DC and then fly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's the amount of time it takes for me to fly ends up being the same amount of time it takes to drive. But it's easier because no one has to actually drive. You
That's
just
true.
sit on a plane, sit in the airport.
Ow.
I don't know why, but it seems like Pittsburgh just doesn't have, at least, maybe it has it to the bigger major cities on the eastern seacoast, but it doesn't have a lot of like direct flights. Like apparently to LA, they only Spirit flies to Pittsburgh.
It is a pretty long flight though.
Yeah, but I was still thinking like, I mean, LA is a big hub.
That's
San
true.
Francisco too.
Pittsburgh used to be a hub also for
Really?
what was it? United, I think, or maybe yeah.
Oh, one of like the hubs and stuff.
Yeah. But then they moved out and Pittsburgh became sad.
Makes sense.
Not the only thing to do about it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess Pittsburgh's not that big, so they don't have that many flights, I guess. And then to places like Indiana, they have even less.
Makes sense. Yeah. So with the masters, like your decision to pursue it, was it just because you thought it was a good, I guess, deal you could say, because it's only 1 year, a 5th year's masters, or like were you really interested in research when you started doing? Like,
I think it was a little bit of both.
It was both.
A little bit of both, and because it was a way for me to decide if I wanted to pursue research further. Yeah, as opposed to just going to work.
How did you get into like the research? Was it like from that spreadsheet, or is there like?
Oh, the research I I just reached out to a professor. I just emailed.
Proactive.
Yeah, because like I said, I was planning. I was like, I need to do research.
I see.
And I want to figure out where to do research. So basically, what I did is I looked at the list of professors. I'm like, whose research sounds interesting? And then I found some people, and then I just basically cold emailed them.
Wow.
What is your research focus?
It's in HCI actually.
Okay.
So the work that we're currently doing is related to open source projects, and then it changes here and there, but the overall scope, like studying open source projects.
Open source? Like you're studying open source? Interesting, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, that cold emailing professors, it's like daunting. It's a little scary.
Yeah, that's true. But that's like how you get to them. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to start it.
Talk to them after lecture.
Yeah, you can do that.
I feel like
that's more scary.
Yeah, honestly. At least
in
email,
you
have a screen protection.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk in person.
It doesn't have to be live.
That's the tough part. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
So how does it feel, given you're a grad student and you're gonna move into the next semester? Basically, most of the people that you've been friends with and shared the college journey with, they're all gonna be gone next semester.
True.
Have you thought about that? Have you?
I mean, a little bit. The thing is, it's not like I'm completely alone. There's still some people. Which is better than none. So I don't think it's gonna be that bad. And then I guess you can always meet new people if you try.
Are you gonna do things like DS again next semester?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. If I feel like it. But it'll be interesting because then I don't know who I'd tell to come watch. I guess I'll just be performing for myself. But that's a later problem.
It could be the social avenue.
It could be.
That's where you meet the new people.
It could be. But the interesting thing is, I think most people are undergrads, right?
Yeah.
So I'd just be making friends. I could make friends with more undergrad students, like the seniors.
That's not true. Most people are not.
DS?
In CMU? Oh.
In DS.
In DS.
Yeah, in DS, in DS.
Well, what's wrong with, like, wouldn't it be easier?
To make grad student friends?
Or not easier, but like, is there really a difference? Because you're only going to be there for one semester. Like, do you think you have more of a connection with grad student people now?
Currently?
Undergrads?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so how would that, like, change then? Or, like, since you were saying, for DS, most of the people are undergrads, and making friends with them. I don't know, you were framing it a little bit like...
I guess it wouldn't change.
True.
I don't think it matters if they're a grad student or... But the interesting thing is, like, a lot of the grad students are in their cohorts, kind of, you know? When they all start because they didn't go to... Most of them didn't go to CMU as undergrad. So they're, like, completely new. So they're basically starting college again. So you kind of have to make friends with those people, right?
I see, okay.
And then they kind of, you know, you see them in your classes or whatever, and then research, talking, all of that. So actually the other day, there was like a grad student, like social event, and I went, and I looked around the room, and I knew like no one. I was so shocked. I was like, wow, I literally don't even recognize anyone. I think I maybe knew like 2 people.
Well, that's because they started earlier than you, right? Because
it's just all grad students. Just
okay.
A bunch of random grad students all throughout SES.
I see.
So there's master's students, PhD students, just everyone thrown together.
Old people.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Harsh.
You shouldn't have to say it like that.
We're pretty old now too.
That's
graduating from college.
Oh no.
So surreal.
Oh no.
Already 21. Yeah.
I want to be forever 21.
You're not 21.
I am not 21.
Yeah, she's already 22.
Really? Really?
She's really old.
Stop making me feel old.
That's crazy. So, like, do you think right now you've already started, like, the first semester? This was the first semester of actually being a grad student, and you've already taken, like, some grad classes.
Yeah.
Do you think there's been, like, what's, like, the difference between the grad classes and the undergrad one? I mean, it seems like they don't have finals. Or at least some of them don't.
Okay, yeah, that was one of the major plus points.
Plus points, yeah.
But there were still exams.
Okay.
In the middle of the semester. I think the main difference is the amount of support. There's like 1 or 2 TAs per class, and then that's like the biggest thing, I think. Because you know when you take all of those CS undergrad classes,
I think
huge group of TAs.
We got very spoiled, I think.
Yeah, we definitely
honestly,
did.
I feel like talking with people at different universities too.
Oh really?
I don't think like the TA culture is as set and as established as like here, especially in SES. Yeah, in SES especially. Like these TA,
yeah, they do.
They're like cartels. They literally just run things.
Yeah, that's true. They're really doing the most. So I think that was the biggest thing.
I see.
Yeah.
Was it also like as you said, most of these...
it depends on the class though.
Okay.
Because I also took distributed, which has a grad version.
section. Okay.
Did you take it as a grad?
It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing as the undergrad class.
Yeah.
The only difference is the course number.
Right.
Okay. Because I heard sometimes like it'll be the same class, you attend the same lectures, but then you have like an extra project.
Yeah. Not in distributed, but some of the classes do.
Yeah, like the class I took search engines. All the grad students, they had 3, so it was like 11, 442, 642, and 742.
Oh, it was like 213
for grad and PhD. And like the grad students and PhD students, they always had to do like extra experiments and stuff in the projects, and then sometimes the PhD students had to do even more. So it's just like
they just have more work.
Yeah, that's just how it goes.
Yeah, but they usually take less classes too.
True.
Because they're mostly,
So how has the scheduling been like? Since you said yours is mostly a research based, I'm guessing that's taking up more.
Yeah, it should be.
It should be.
Yeah. It should be.
Is it not?
Because at the end of the whole program, we have to present a thesis.
Right.
So that's something I have to do next semester.
Oh.
But also it's kind of a year-long thing where it also includes the summer. So you have to do research during the summer.
Are you here over the summer?
So technically, you should be. I don't know if I'll be here.
I see.
But
this is specifically for like the research-based one. Okay.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do it like this.
I think the idea is if you're doing the research one, you're supposed to stay in Pittsburgh because then you can do research with the people in your group, in your lab. But it doesn't really matter for me because the people in my lab aren't going to be here anyways. So it can just probably be remote. And then again, I also don't really want to be in Pittsburgh over the summer.
Makes sense.
Wait, what is your lab not just like a computer?
Yeah. Wait.
Well, I don't know. You say like your lab, like you're doing like chemistry. And
oh.
So it's like,
I guess it's the group of people. Is the lab.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I have like zero context for how research
works. Okay, fair enough.
science works.
Makes sense. Crash course right now.
Crash course. It's basically just a lot of people in front of computers and sitting in the same room together.
Sitting in the same room together. And then you can like
occasionally
talk to each other.
Could go for a coffee sometime. Coffee
pleasantries.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Exactly. Now you get it. Now you know exactly how research works.
How long have you been in the same lab with the same group of people throughout your...
Yeah, pretty much. I've been working with them since junior fall. So almost 2 years.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Established.
That's
good.
That was also part of the plan.
Oh, that was everything part of the master plan. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't know what the plan after is, but...
I was going to say, you have it all planned out. What's the next step after?
I haven't planned that far.
I see. So, most of with the grad student classes also, like, most of the people are all grad students. And as you said, when you went to that social thing, I'm guessing you haven't, you don't know a lot of them.
Yeah, because I think when you go to class, you sit in the lecture hall.
Yeah.
You listen to the lecture and then you leave.
Sure.
Really
sometimes you don't even go to the lecture.
Yeah, exactly. There's not really time to socialize. The only time you would is if there's a group project and you have to meet people, which is what happened in one of my classes. Basically, I didn't know anyone in the class, but I also didn't want to work on the project alone. So I was like, hey, does anyone want to work with me? And then got paired with some random people.
So and now you're best friends?
I wouldn't go that far, but sure, I am acquainted with them. Acquainted.
Now you know 3 people instead of 2 at the social.
Exactly. There's also people who do the 5th year masters, right? Yeah. So they're also CMU undergrads.
Right.
We're CMU undergrads, I guess.
CMU.
And then they also are. So you kind of recognize them.
I see.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of those people, or are you guys
I think
small?
when I started, there were this semester there were not that many people, but I heard that there are going to be around 10 starting in the fall.
I see.
Which is a lot.
That's 10 over 200.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
10 number 200.
10 over 200.
Oh, I see.
Pretty sizable chunk.
5%.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have some friends there.
Yeah.
I get
or you guys can come visit Pittsburgh.
Right?
Yeah.
To finish your cards, right? Yeah.
Well, no, the cards are to be done before graduation.
Did they say that?
I believe it says somewhere how many can you do before you graduate.
Well,
what about how many you can do after you graduate?
The 53rd card.
New addendum. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe. I guess whenever we come back for a reunion or whatever, we'll finish it.
Carnival.
Carnival?
Do you think you'll come? How often do you think, or if at all, would you come back for CMU Carnival or whatever?
I feel like it depends on how often the people you know are also coming back.
True.
Because you're not going to come by yourself, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
Makes sense.
There's nothing wrong with that. But probably depending on...
If you love CMU that much and just love
do you think anyone loves CMU that much? I don't know if I've ever met anyone...
It's a major part of our lives, though, It's like...
That's true. But a major part of it was also cut off by COVID.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Probably come back in 10 years.
I think it was something that Kachi said also. It was CMU school pride. It's I don't know how much there is. It's the
typical school pride of sports and all definitely barely exists.
I agree. Yeah, that's one of the cards actually that's in that we'll never do.
Oh, you haven't.
Well,
it's
so easy though. Yeah. You can just go to when they have a football game. You literally don't even need to pay tickets. You just stand there. And
I've done that. I guess.
I
guess I've gone well, freshman year, I stood, like in between the UC and Red Wing, a little, like not even in the stadium,
oh.
Like on the side.
Yeah.
You saw a glimpse.
Yeah, I saw some people playing football. I was like, wow.
Wow, those people exist.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, CMU sports is a little lacking.
It is.
Okay,
School spirit.
I'll move that to the 10 pile.
Nice.
Yeah.
That counts.
It's a stretch, but
It's a stretch.
we'll say it counts. We're helping out.
I mean, I participated in buggy, right? So.
Right, totally.
Uh-huh.
Did the best.
Did you guys watch Buggy?
I actually have never watched Buggy. I only watched like a clip of it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I watched a clip. If you remember, there's a clip of like Conru pushing it once.
Oh.
And it was like people were flaming it.
Oh yeah.
That's my only memory of Buggy. That's kind of sad. I'm sorry, Conru.
I think the commentators are like that. They're just very honest.
It's hilarious.
Very honest about.
I never watched it live. I mean, I couldn't this year, and then I didn't last year. So.
Shame. What a shame.
It's so early in the morning, man.
Yeah, I mean, it got canceled. The finals got canceled
last year.
Yeah,
because of the rain.
See? I was gonna go to that,
right.
And then it got canceled.
Right.
Yeah.
You definitely were.
I definitely was.
You're probably still sleeping.
I was looking so forward to it. I just knew the rain was coming. I checked the forecast and like, come on, they can't do
It's
Buggy
free donuts.
That's true.
And hot dogs.
Is that
They
Donut
had
Dash?
hot dogs?
For free.
At the Buggy thing?
At Buggy.
Oh.
This year?
I didn't go this
No,
year.
You didn't go this
I
year?
couldn't wake up in time. Because I went last year, so I was like, I've already seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I set like 3 alarms to wake myself up. It was my last opportunity
Oh,
to
so you
participate
have
in
to do
Buggy.
it.
To finally take a card off of the list. Makes sense.
I think I remember the night before I was about to go to sleep and set my alarm, right? I was like, am I gonna wake up for this? I was like, no. So I did not set my alarm
before
for
every
8
alarm.
a.m.
8 a.m.
It starts very early.
Yeah, that's like those 8 a.m., 8:30 classes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can't go to those.
For fall of this year, I took Arabic.
Oh right.
And I was deciding between Arabic and Russian.
Mm-hmm.
And the deciding factor was
the time?
Russian was 8:30. And I was like, no shot am I doing that on the regular.
There's no way.
Yeah. It was 8:30 on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday too. I'd have to do that 3 days a week. Can't tell me to do that.
I probably would have gone the first week and then stopped going.
Yeah, and then that would have been
Detrimental.
You wouldn't have learned any Russian.
I wouldn't have learned any Russian. I still don't know any Russian. So.
But now you know Arabic?
No is a stretch of a word. Familiar with is also a stretch. I guess you could say.
So what did you learn?
I learned like Alhamdulillah, Marhaba. I learned some things. I remember mostly how to read it, like most of the characters.
Okay.
But not all.
You don't know what it means, right?
Yeah, most of the time it's like. I guess that's a lot with the new script. You like learn how to like pronounce it, but then you don't even know what the words are.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. A lot of the time, I guess you could say that with like Chinese sometimes too, where it's like, I don't know, I just know a character, or like, they have like their pinyin or something.
But you can't even sound it out if you look at it.
That's true.
You look at it, you either know it or you don't.
True, yeah. And it's like, I guess maybe it makes more sense for like English, or like if I'm learning French or something that is a Latin language, but like I don't know the words and I'm just making sounds and I'm just like.
That's true. But French, you look at the word and it doesn't even sound like how it looks. It doesn't.
Allah knows all that.
I was gonna say French is a bad example because the words look exactly the same as English. So you look at the word and you know what it means anyway.
You don't know how to.
But a better example is like German, which has the same script, but you look at it and you don't know what it means, right? It's the same thing. When you're learning a new script, once you know the script, it might as well be the Latin script, right? Because you can decipher it. So
except for Chinese.
Then it becomes well, no, even that, right? Like because you have like pinyin or whatever. So
pinyin is like Latin.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So then it becomes the same thing, right? As learning a new language in the Latin script. You just like you know how to say it. You just don't know what it means.
That's true.
True. Yeah, I had to do that a lot with Arabic. Like basically, whenever I learned how to write it in Arabic, I also had like just the phonetic pronunciation using like English underneath it. So it's like easier to fast recognize.
Fast recognize?
I don't know, because sometimes, I think the class was kind of stressful sometimes because like at the start of the class, the professor would just be like, marhaba, and then just start talking to you in Arabic. Like to like practice. And it's supposed to be of this. It's supposed to be of the stuff that you're supposed to do for homework before coming to class. Read over these, be familiar with it.
Right.
Which is why it was scary because sometimes I couldn't do that. So it was just like I was just praying.
Were the other kids in the class Arabic?
There were a few heritage speakers. There was like 2 or 3.
Oh.
Like the class was not very big. It was like 10, 11, 12 people. I had like 10 people. And like 3 of them were like heritage speakers that knew at least a little bit. But everybody else was, kind of
new to it?
Coming into it.
It was an intro class, right?
It was the intro class. Yeah.
So you weren't expected to go and know any?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I found like a lot of times these, it makes sense, but these non-CS upper level classes, it just allows you to actually interact with people that are not CS. Wow, big surprise.
Why you actually interact with people?
Well, it's funny because like it's not just in different majors, it's also across like different years. So there was like a freshman, I guess maybe sophomore. There were like wide ranges in the class. One of the things that was like kind of surreal was like 2 of these people were talking about 122 written.
Oh wow!
And programming.
No,
like
we don't want to talk about that.
Every time after class, and it's just like, wow, I know that.
Do you feel old when you hear them talking about that?
A little bit, but not really. It's just like, I don't know. It's happened a few times when you're just in Gates. Now that you're a senior, and then people are like,
they're talking about a class.
210 or 213.
I did that.
And it's like, this is what the people felt older than us when we were doing that same shit. Right?
It happens every year.
Yeah, it happens every year, and it's just
it's part of life.
Continues on. One of the things that I did mention about CMU, and I think that we were spoiled, is that like strong TA culture thing, right? So you actually have been a head TA.
Wow.
For 214.
Right.
For 214, 17?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you take it?
I took it, yeah.
Oh. I think you guys took it the same semester. Was it fall of?
Yeah,
with
fall.
Josh Block and Charlie Garrett.
Yeah.
Like
sophomore fall.
Carcassonne.
Right, where Josh Block would play music before class.
Yeah, Josh Block is such a character. I love that guy.
So, I know at least a little bit of what TAs do and stuff, but what does a head TA do? Like, how did it change being a head TA?
How did it change?
Like, did you do anything?
It changed between the semesters during which I was.
Oh, so like the content itself?
No, that did change. So when I did it, the class changed like a large amount.
They changed the language, right?
Yeah. Well, they have Java still, but they also use TypeScript. And basically everything changed. It was very interesting because I TA'd the first semester, normal TA, and everything was fine. I knew things because I took it the semester before. I was like, this is great. But then the next semester when I became head TA, the professors changed. Yeah. And those professors wanted to change the whole class. Yeah. So basically they changed like the content a little bit to the point where now you could do different languages. They also introduced a bunch of brand new homeworks. At least 3 of the 6 homeworks were new. And then, so that semester, it was a lot of trying to become more familiar with it and basically help the course stay running because it was such a new thing. And then the following semester, new professors came in, but the content largely stayed the same. But because it was new still, I basically had to help those professors become, acquainted with everything. So I basically ran all of the meetings, the staff meetings. I came up with like the agenda and did all of that. And then also as a head TA for grading, you don't have to grade, but you have to look at the TA's grading to make sure everything's consistent and meet with them to talk about that. So basically, they would grade, and then I would look at some of their grading examples and lead grading meetings, right? I also had to like go through how to grade things and prepare for that.
Jeez.
So those are the main differences between the regular TA and head TA.
How much like turnover did you have since you did it like 3 semesters?
It was a lot, actually.
A lot of turnover?
Yeah, because the professors changed every semester.
Right.
Every single semester I TA'd for it were 2 brand new professors.
Every semester.
I never TA'd for the same professor twice.
Yeah.
And then usually there were about 10 to 12 TAs, and maybe 2 would stay. So a lot of new people.
Including you or not including you?
Not including me.
It's still not a lot.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
It's a lot of relearning, especially with the professors changing.
Yeah,
and the
that was
changing.
a big part of it, I think, because they basically didn't know anything, right?
Yeah.
And some of them had never even taught the class in the past, so they were fully new. So, yeah, a lot of that changed, and then...
How do they find professors for... How do they find professors for classes in general?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if they ask them or if the professors volunteer.
I was thinking like 214. It's like software engineering, whatever, right? So it's just like
such a long course name.
Yeah. It's so long. I don't even remember what the name is.
Nice Principles of Software Construction, Objects Design, and Concurrency.
Oh wow, you remember the whole thing?
Damn, smitten, bro.
It had an impact on you.
Yeah. Loved Carcassonne.
Loved Carcassonne.
They got rid of it.
Oh what?
Yeah, the semester after.
After they changed everything?
Yeah.
What do they have instead now?
Now there's some game called Santorini.
Oh, Santorini.
Oh, I've been to one of those places. Oh, dude, it's so sad. I was so close. I was so close to going to Carcassonne.
I know. I was like, he studied abroad in France.
Oh.
Right? And I went to Santorini, but not Carcassonne.
Oh, no. Something you'll have to do eventually.
Yeah. They probably sell Carcassonne in Carcassonne.
Wow.
Did they sell Santorini?
I actually saw the Carcassonne board game for the first time in the
PhD lab. I saw that too. I
had never seen it before in person. I've only seen it through a computer screen.
I've only seen it through my shitty like
a little gooey. But oh my god.
The real one's probably better.
That's hilarious. So what? I'm guessing like it sounded like a lot of work then because
it was a lot of work.
And that's what eventually you were like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And you were doing like research at the same time,
were
you?
I was doing
too much.
So much.
I only do schoolwork the whole semester, and that's enough.
Yeah, it's a lot. Schoolwork is already enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's some crazy time management.
Yeah, how do you manage your time?
I think I'm not very good at time management.
Well, you were clearly very good at least that semester, getting everything done.
I think, I don't know. I think during COVID, took a lot of classes, so it maybe built up my tolerance a little bit of managing a lot of different things at once. And I did TA during one of the COVID semesters.
Right.
Which was the first semester I TA'd for.
Yeah.
And then, I survived.
It was an experience.
I made it somehow.
We can talk about it now.
Yeah.
Laugh. Yeah.
Laugh.
Laugh.
And cry.
Laugh.
It's okay.
A lot of late nights, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Not enough sleep.
Oh, we know about that.
Yeah. We're all familiar with that?
Everyone knows about that.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Last night I didn't get enough sleep. It's not even to do with school.
Yeah, me too. At this point, I think it's just part of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something, I think I've done better with it this semester in terms of sleeping earlier.
Really?
I think I was pretty bad last semester, like 2+ almost every time.
Yeah.
What is 2+?
Like
2
a.m.
early.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah.
What time do you normally wake up?
Well, yeah, that was part of it. Last semester I always woke up at like 11 or like 10 too. So like
it's basically me currently. It's actually really bad.
It's working.
I tell myself I'm gonna sleep earlier.
2 to 10? That's not a bad sleep schedule.
Well,
for a student,
it'd be better if it was
shifted.
12 to 8.
I feel like it's just because you gotta prepare yourself. You can't just like go in cold like once you leave school, right? Or maybe just don't ever leave school.
Don't ever leave school?
Yeah, there you go.
That sounds like a great idea.
Have you thought, like, I mean, you're doing the master's, maybe your next step is PhD?
I don't know yet.
Lunch.
Don't know yet?
I don't know if I have it in me to be in school for that long, like I said.
Do you love the process of research?
I think the research process is interesting, and I would be interested potentially in doing more of it, but like I said,
maybe you need a break in between.
But I think if I take a break, I wouldn't want to go back to school.
I don't know how people do
that's
that.
a good litmus test, though. If you truly wanted to do it, then you would come back.
Then you would go back?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you would just do it right away.
Yeah, I don't know how people do that, because a lot of people, especially like not a lot of people. Actually, I don't know percentages.
Are you
I don't know what's
new people?
Well, I was saying grad students in general. I've heard of and talked to people where they all go to like industry first for like a little bit, or like work
really?
like a year or two, and then they go to grad school. Maybe the percentage, maybe that's actually the minority, but there is that population.
I know Brian Railing worked for Microsoft. I think he would talk about that a lot.
Oh.
In lecture. Talked about
for
how he worked on
418?
No, 418.
Oh, I did not know he also taught that.
No.
I had him for 213.
Oh, really?
I had Seth Goldstein and Sagata Ghost.
Oh.
For 213, yeah.
When did you take two?
I
Was
took it in
over the summer? Oh yeah, you did the summer class.
Yeah.
Wait, that sounds like hell.
It
well,
was,
but it's 12. It's like slightly more condensed.
It is
right?
more condensed, but you're not taking other classes. So basically, spent my whole time doing that.
Fun summer.
It was
Malik
great.
lab.
It was great.
In the summer.
It was the summer right after freshman year.
Yeah.
Which is when no one was doing anything anyways.
True. It was COVID.
So I was like, might as well finish the class. I think it was the move, because if I took it during the semester, I would have been even more busy.
Right.
Yeah.
And 213 takes up a lot of time.
For sure.
So,
for sure. Yeah.
It was.
Except my semester. So my semester was the spring of 2020.
The spring of 2020.
It was the COVID semester.
It was the COVID semester.
Like when
everything went to shit.
Wait.
Our freshmen.
So.
You took 213.
Yeah, I took it reverse. The 213 and 251.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah. So.
That is very interesting.
We got like a month to do Malik Lab. Because we had it came out I think just before spring break, and then everything happened on spring break, right? And so like who knew what was happening, confusion, whatever.
Oh yeah.
So they extended it by like 2 weeks.
Oh wow. Do you even have anything after that? Did they still make you do the last lab?
Yeah, we did shell lab, proxy lab, we did everything.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Did that mean it got condensed in the end?
I don't know.
Did they have a final?
Yeah, there was a final. Oh, that was a complete disaster.
Oh.
So they had, I think they changed it after my semester. They had their own test
was it the online
server.
thing?
What do you mean online thing?
Did you guys take it online where you had to, there was like a website or something?
They had their like own thing, their own server that they hosted.
Yeah. I think they did that over the summer too.
And it completely broke.
Oh, okay. I think they fixed it by the summer.
I was sitting there for an hour and a half waiting for them to fix it during the final time.
Oh,
so
what?
my final was like 4.5 hours long.
That sounds terrible.
That was like, they definitely changed it in the later semesters, because I did it the midterm and final on grade scope.
Oh, okay. They definitely changed it. Yeah, no, they had their own thing where you basically joined on Zoom and then you pulled up this link to their test or whatever, and you basically couldn't like go anywhere, because even if you go to the Zoom screen, it'd give you a warning saying, "Oh, you're exiting the test thing. You need to go back."
Yeah.
So
I was like 122 too because I took it the spring of freshman, when it all changed. And they had the 4-hour final.
Oh.
Like it was actually just 4 hours.
It was 4 hours on purpose?
Yeah, like they gave us 4 hours to do it.
For the same amount of like material? Like,
I mean, I guess they made the final like a 4 hours of content instead
really?
of 3 hours. I don't know.
Did it take all 4 hours?
They were just I took all 4 hours and I still didn't do great. It was so tough.
That sounds so bad.
It sucked.
I mean, I don't know if it was better the semester before taking in person, so.
True. You know, what I'm glad about the COVID semesters is some of the things were easier, like 251. Like I heard when you took
that was
it.
nice for you, right?
No writing
it was
session.
nice for you, right? It was so bad.
I've heard about how bad it was, like,
it was
how
terrible.
difficult it was.
Man, I actually super lucked out. 213, so easy because COVID happened. Man, 251, so easy because COVID happened.
Must have been nice.
We're
it
just
was
cruising.
such a struggle.
We're cruising.
You guys never had to experience the Wednesday
We never had to do
writing sessions.
Yeah, never had a writing session.
Yeah.
And then, wait, did you guys have to write up all of the questions then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
it was not bad. Like,
yeah.
Because you could,
Yeah.
It's better than having to go to a place every Wednesday and like stress, right?
And instead we sit in a Discord call watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, COVID was a crazy.
It was so long.
Yeah. Did you stay at home
I stayed
all
at
of
home
sophomore
the
year?
whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah. You came for one semester.
I didn't have any classes. I just wanted to like.
Wait, you didn't have any classes?
In person.
Oh, in person, right.
So I got an apartment, Shady Side, by Needlehead, yeah.
Oh.
And I just kind of sat there instead.
There's not much of a difference.
It's a change of scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flight was surreal. To Pittsburgh, literally nobody else.
Wow.
Well, not literally, figuratively. But like,
you were the only person on the plane.
I mean,
no pilot.
No pilot.
There were like 10 people on the plane. It was insane.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember like because I flew back. I was so naive and hopeful and optimistic when the news came out because like
extra spring break.
I was like, my parents first asked me, "Do you want to like?"
Oh, you mean what you heard about?
Yeah, when the first news came out, and I was like, "No, it's okay. I'll just stay here." And then it got real bad.
It got real
like
bad.
a couple days, and then it's like, "Oh shit, I should go back."
Yeah.
So then I went back, but then I also, since we had to move out stuff, I flew back like a week afterwards to just go back to my dorm and move everything out. Mm-hmm. And that flight, like, the early days, people still weren't wearing masks. And my parents being Asian, they were like telling me to wear it. So I was like one of the few people, and I like didn't even really want to because I didn't want to feel out of place because everybody wasn't wearing masks except for me. I still sometimes wore it. I was like the only one. Wow. It was like nobody else was wearing masks at that time.
There's a picture. So when I flew home for spring break, this was the Friday or Sunday of spring break, like that first Sunday. So this is before they locked everything down.
Right.
My mom was like, wear a mask on the plane a lot. And
wait, so like, this was before they had. Was this?
This is before.
CMU had also shut down.
This is before everything happened.
Okay,
yeah.
Before
oh wow, you must have been the only one.
No, I didn't wear a mask. I landed. My mom, dad, brother, grandma all came to greet me. They were all wearing masks. I was not wearing a mask. So there's a picture on Facebook.
That's hilarious.
just before the whole world went to shit, of my whole family except for me wearing a mask.
That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh.
Were your parents very like concerned? Like, did they tell you to wear a mask and stuff? Like,
I was at home.
Yeah, but did they drive? Did you fly back?
No, I drove back.
Oh, you drove back. Okay,
yeah.
Makes sense.
And I don't think I was wearing a mask on that drive.
Yeah.
Dude, it was scary, man. I wore gloves to the grocery store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think I had a friend at home. Like his parents like wore like crazier masks, like more intense masks, and like I don't think they had a hazmat suit, but I think maybe they had gloves too. It was just like home? No, like when they went to like Costco's or stuff.
Oh, okay. Like, are they wearing that all the time, 24/7?
That would be crazy. That was
when things started opening up a little bit. I mean, people got like less scared or whatever.
Yeah.
Like my mom started greeting clients again. She had like one of those clear, big masks,
like the face shield.
Oh yeah, face shield. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So that you could see their face.
Oh yeah. Makes sense.
Surreal.
Sometimes people look so different when they don't, and when they do wear a mask. That you're like, are you the same person? Not how I imagine you would look.
Yeah. I heard like I have a friend who is a junior, and so her whole first year was just
online?
Zoomed.
Oh.
So basically, she made some friends, and then when they came back in their sophomore year, so like the next year, finally in person, like one of the big shocks was seeing how tall or short people are, because they had only seen them through the Zoom screen.
That's so interesting.
So she was like, "Holy shit, you're tall!" So it was just like hilarious.
That was funny.
Yeah, that's just a sense of.
I'm also curious how they managed to make friends when everything
It's
is
so hard.
online.
I don't know how that happened. Like
they didn't have an O week, right? In person.
Yeah,
not in person.
Zoom.
They had Zoom.
Zoom.
Oh yeah, she told me what happened. So basically, CMU, one of the O week events, they had like a DJ or something in a Zoom room. So basically, like, it was so funny.
That's so funny.
Like everyone went in and they were all muted. And there's just like a DJ in the corner of the Zoom just going like,
what?
No. And everyone's just
so
muted.
Bad.
It's
That
just
sounds so. What are they supposed to do?
I don't know. It's so
you
hard.
can't socialize in a Zoom room of a bunch of people.
I don't know.
So sad. Oh, it reminds
Breakout
me
room.
of the orchestra.
Yeah.
Because orchestra rehearse.
Even during.
We had a thing. We would like. I mean, the way the concerts worked was like you'd record yourself playing your part to some like clicks, and then he'd splice them all together. It actually turned out pretty. I didn't play. I dropped out. But the final project was pretty nice.
Oh.
But the rehearsals, oh my god.
How do you do rehearsals in
So
live?
actually the whole reason I do orchestra is just to go to the rehearsals because you get like free surround sound music live. And when you do, so the way the COVID rehearsals worked was everybody would be muted and I had my camera off.
So basically you weren't there.
Yeah, and the director would just like count. He would like wave his stick.
Oh, and you would play in your own.
And you would play alone, muted, because you can't hear the other people, right?
Yeah.
Because if you did, then it'd be out of sync.
Yeah.
So everybody has to be muted. So you can only hear him counting.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
What?
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Oh wow.
It's so sad.
Oh my god.
But he
I
tried.
never
He
thought
was
about
good
it like
effort.
that. I didn't know that's how orchestras rehearsed during COVID.
Honestly,
I don't think that's.
yeah.
I mean, everybody kind of had to figure out their own
Yeah.
thing, right? I don't know. If
Very
that's
commendable,
canon.
honestly, for a lot of professors. Just
Uh-huh.
like they had like a week of time. Like
Yeah.
there was only 1 week. Did they give
Spring
us like a
break.
week of this after spring break of like no classes or something?
They gave us a couple extra days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like for I think mainly for the professors to know
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what to
Figure
even
out everything.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we had like the Zoom lab in
Yeah.
150.
Oh.
We had like it was like an extra, not an extra. I think the next, I don't know. We just had to get to know your new learning environment.
Did you guys
What?
take 150 in the spring?
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
did. I
The COVID spring, right?
think. Yeah, the
Yeah,
COVID
yeah.
spring.
Do you remember how Ermin would put that teddy
Oh,
bear?
like the little. He'd have like a little stuffed animal. or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
Like in
I
front of
have
him.
no
In
recollection.
place of
And he
him.
didn't go to lecture.
That's when it started.
The legend of Michael Erdman.
No, I heard. Yeah, now he doesn't show his face like at all.
On camera? He never does.
Yeah,
he
never
doesn't. He
did.
refuses to take photos.
No, yeah, I know that, but we'd at least see his face.
In
In
lecture?
lecture.
Yeah, because the before
Oh,
that,
right, but now
and now he
he's-
wears a mask and like sunglasses.
I actually saw. I was walking in Gates a couple weeks ago, and I was just walking by, and one of the office doors was open, so I looked at it, and it was Michael Erdman.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I have not seen him since freshman year.
You're one of the few people that have seen him,
Seen him.
in total.
Yeah.
Now he's a very much a recluse, I guess, in that
I think
wanted
so.
to protect his facial.
Face.
The only
His
picture of
muscle.
him on the internet in existence
Is that
the
kayak
the
one?
kayak.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. Every single time. Yeah. It's crazy.
I guess he's done a pretty good job of.
He's done a pretty good
Hiding
job.
his face.
You can't find it online.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, and he just doesn't have photos. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I don't know how all these professors like just came up with things to do or like how to transition. I mean, some of it was a little clunky, but like overall, pretty commendable how they did it. Yeah. Pretty kind of crazy. When you came to CMU, did you know other people already here? Like, did people come from your high school?
No, I was the only one.
You were the only one?
Yeah, I didn't know anyone.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Honestly, it's probably a good thing though, because I feel like I know people who go to state schools, and sometimes they run into people.
I know.
From
Sometimes they
school.
go to state schools and
they don't make
go
any
with
friends.
they just stay with their high school.
My high school friends, like UT Austin, like the friend groups have stayed exactly the same.
Oh wow!
Because so many kids from my high school went there. It's basically just like you just move.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like it's interesting to meet new people though.
No, for sure. Like.
Or also, if you weren't friends in high school and then sometimes you run into those people, it's awkward. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't have anybody either. But you didn't even have anybody from like previous years, like up maybe came from your school?
Okay, I guess there were 2, maybe?
But you didn't know them at all?
Actually, I did. I do know one of them. And she was also a 214 TA.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you her superior?
No.
Okay.
She was head TA in previous semesters, not when we took it, but like previous semesters. And so she like already knew a lot of stuff, so she helped me transition to being a head TA. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you like reach out to her, or did you like know they were at CMU when you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Because my high school was really small,
True.
so I already knew a lot of the people. And then she is also in CS. So I basically asked her for like class ranks.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Was she the one who suggested 214?
She was. She actually was.
That recommendation.
It turned out good, I guess.
Turned out good.
I ended up being a TA for it as well.
True.
Yeah.
That's the plug. That's
exactly. She knows everything.
Yeah.
Got all the info from her.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, coming to a new school, you know, a lot of the times, especially with the college, it's hard to find people, especially if you don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Like, coming in, it would be good to try and introduce yourself or know people before, right? So, what I'm trying to lead this to.
Yeah, where are you going with this?
There was this Facebook group. It was the CMU class of 2023.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot of people, so like I
Right.
guess when you were admitted and stuff, like I forgot how they vetted people joining that group. But basically a lot of people did these intro posts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hi, I'm this.
Yes.
Blah 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 blah. Did you ever do one, Alan?
I don't think so. They always had pictures of themselves, right?
Yeah.
I hate putting pictures of myself on the internet.
Oh.
I'm like Erdman, except my mom like ruined that for me.
Puts that all the time. Yeah. Well, Olivia, I know that you did one.
Do you know that?
Yeah, I actually have a. I have the phone.
Are you serious?
You did your homework.
I did my homework.
What is this?
Do you remember what you said?
I remember
Wait, what made you even think to look this up?
No, it's because
Or you remembered from...
No, there was a... It wasn't like from back then. It was like, I don't know, a year ago or something. And I was talking about this with someone else. And then we were just looking for all our friends, like who put them.
And I happened to be someone you...
Like, honestly, I think most people didn't. I think the people I knew...
I made a Facebook just for that.
Really? Just for that?
Because I didn't have one before. I was like, oh, why would I ever need Facebook?
Oh my goodness.
But then
But
then my friends were like, oh yeah, people were posting on it about finding roommates and all that. And I was like, oh yeah, I need roommates. So,
True. That was one of the things you said.
Yeah.
So,
oh, that was one of the things I said in my post. Great.
So, I will read out a little
No,
bit.
you don't.
I read the whole thing in its entirety.
We'll have
Or better yet, let Olivia.
No! Don't make me do that!
You don't want to? Okay, I'll do it for you. Okay.
Great.
Hi, everyone.
It's like you're meeting me for the first time.
Oh, yeah. From 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Olivia, and I live in Indiana. And then you made a joke about the town. I don't know.
I don't remember.
I'm definitely late to post. Open parentheses.
When was this posted?
I don't know.
You just have like a...
Oh, you just copy pasted?
I just took a screenshot of it. I don't have that. I I could try and find it again. You want me to get the timestamps?
Unnecessary.
I'm definitely late to posts, in parentheses, but I'm late to everything. And I like to convince myself that I'm being fashionably late, although it's not really true. Close parentheses.
Great.
Anyways, I recently committed to the School of Computer Science, and I'm super excited to be going to CMU this fall! Exclamation point. Here is a little about me. Alright, so let's see how true these still are. Okay. I really like food, so I'm going to need to find all the good restaurants, open parentheses, and learn how to cook from someone if anybody wants to teach.
Did you find anybody?
So how do you think
I don't think I found anyone who knows how to cook very well, except for a few people there.
Do you think your cooking's improved? I mean, could you cook at all before, like, just, make food for yourself? Did you ever do that a lot?
I mean, actually, I don't think my cooking skills have improved at all.
Shit.
Now that I think about it, I'm like, what did I make before? Rice. I can still make pasta. I can still make pasta. Sandwiches.
Now you can do it more efficiently.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Maybe we should time that.
Maybe I should work on this in my last semester.
I see.
Have you found all the good restaurants in Pittsburgh?
I feel like I found a pretty good amount of restaurants. There are actually still so many that I haven't gone to though. But
bucket list for next semester.
Yes. You guys can also come to this restaurant next semester.
Of course. Yeah. Such a big draw. I played tennis throughout high school, and it would be fun to occasionally hit with someone. Open parentheses. I'm not that good though. Emoji. Close parentheses.
Okay, yeah.
Which emoji?
It's like the smiling one with the little smile.
Oh, that's a pretty good emoji choice, I have to say.
Have you?
I barely have played.
It was like that one time. I don't know.
Yeah.
I played with you once. I was playing with like Gus, and then you and Michelle came.
Oh yeah.
That one time.
Was there another time?
Oh, there might have been another time, but not a lot of times.
Yeah, not often because time is.
Time is scarce here.
Yes, time is scarce.
Yes.
But it would be interesting to play more
Put
later.
that on the bucket list.
Yeah.
Put that on the bucket list.
You could play intramural.
That's true.
That's really hard.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I tried out for
freshman year?
Yeah, for the club. And
club sports are harder to get into. Intramural is just for
right. Is there intramural tennis? I don't know if there is. Okay.
No idea.
Create intramural tennis.
Yeah.
It's one of the cards.
Looked into it. Oh.
Yeah.
The next one. I'm hoping to be more active and work out. So if anyone else is trying to work out, please help motivate me. Haha.
So no one motivated me. So
it never happened.
It never really happened.
Oh man.
Unfortunately. But add it to the bucket list.
Add it to the bucket list.
Add it to the bucket list.
Okay. Well,
I will work out one time before I die.
Someone needs to motivate you. You need to find the motivation.
I need to find a motivator.
I play piano and I play violin in my school's orchestra. I also play a bit of viola. Although I'm not studying music, I would love to continue to play music for fun. Open parentheses.
Right.
Maybe form a small ensemble? Question mark.
I can't believe I said that.
Close parentheses.
I did not do that.
You did not do that.
I mean, it's kind of hard to play the piano because there's no pianos nearby. And I also didn't bring my violin.
So you could have joined AUO.
Yeah.
I could have.
Yeah.
And I probably still wouldn't have met you.
Oh wow, so basically it doesn't matter.
That's hilarious.
I mean, I play when I go home.
Oh, that's good, Yeah, I think I've said before, it's like when you're forced to do something, it's just like, it kind of sucks the joy out of it. But so growing up, having to play piano, it like became something I didn't really want to do. But as soon as it was like over and I did all the things that I had to do or whatever, and it became more of just whenever there is a piano, I want to play.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun that way.
It is more fun.
I definitely
and you can also choose what you want to play.
Exactly. I think that's probably the biggest part.
Because you were always assigned pieces, right?
Yeah, I think that was like the main part.
Yeah.
So, I like watching YouTube and different TV shows, Modern Family, The Flash, Arrow, etc. And I absolutely love New Girl.
Oh, I do love New Girl.
I try not to watch too many shows at once because once I start, I can't stop.
Still true.
But any TV show Rex would still be appreciated.
Still true. I still watch a lot of TV.
That has not changed.
That has not changed. I think I don't watch that much during the semester because I don't have as much time.
Uh-huh.
But whenever we have break or whatever, I always binge watch things. Yeah.
You watched Severance yet?
I did not.
Highly recommend.
Put that on
Kachi told me about it.
Put that on the. And
you
we
told
told Kachi.
Okay.
We told Kachi during.
That's okay.
Did Kachi watch it? Is that
yeah,
right?
Kachi said he watched it.
Okay,
He liked it a lot. So.
Yeah.
Is it that good?
It's really good.
It's spreading through the podcast.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I will have to add
It's
that to the
really
list.
good. It's osmo diffusion.
I think it was
but instead of to our audience, it's
to your guests.
It's good. It's good.
It's on Apple TV, right?
It's on but you
It's
can
on
watch
a few
it.
movies.
You can watch it on other platforms too.
I think I was talking about Ted Lasso. And then
That's on Apple TV
it's on
too.
Apple TV.
Yeah. I heard that
You
one's
guys should
really
watch
good
that.
too.
That
I do plan to because I've heard a lot of good things.
It's
What's
really
it about?
good. It's about this guy who's an American football coach, and he gets hired to go to England to become a soccer coach for a professional soccer team.
Is it a comedy?
It is comedy.
Comedy.
There is some comedic aspect to it.
Yeah.
But there's also like a full storyline.
Yeah, I heard it's very good, so that's on my bucket list.
So you guys tell me to watch Severance. I'll tell you guys to watch Ted Lasso.
Fair trade.
Yes.
I'm good with all kinds of music. Open parentheses. Just not country or hard rock.
Still true. I still don't like those
Close
genres.
parentheses. And I listen to artists ranging from Khaled to BTS.
It's Khalid.
Khalid.
Also, you said viola, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Is it viola?
Viola, yeah.
Yeah.
Just have weird
You're
ways
learning a lot of
pronouncing
things, Patrick.
But I also like classical music, open parentheses, after many years of piano, close parentheses, and jazz music in general. 2 exclamation points.
Oh, wow.
You were very passionate about jazz music and classical.
I mean, I don't know that much about jazz, but I like listening to it. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it too. I did jazz band in high school.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What did you play?
I can't remember the exact.
You don't even remember what instrument you played?
Oh, the instrument. no, I was saying the music.
I was like, wait, what?
I thought you were asking about the pieces.
No, I
played
asked.
trumpet.
Okay. You
so
forgot.
I'm not that famous. Don't worry.
Okay.
Favorite composer?
For in general?
Sure, I guess. Either or.
I don't know. I think I really like Debussy.
Okay.
I like his music, but there's a lot of.
I like Debussy too. I played a lot of his piano pieces.
They're very soothing, right?
They are very soothing.
Yes.
I enjoy. All right, the last thing. Also, I'm looking for.
Basically, read my whole post. I thought you said you were reading an excerpt. What?
The last part is just saying, looking for a roommate, blah blah blah. If you aren't looking for a roommate and just want to be friends, still send me a Facebook message or Snapchat me.
Wow.
Did anybody send you a Facebook message?
I think people did. It was for roommates though, mainly.
Yeah.
There were contenders.
There were contenders.
But yes, I found roommates.
How many roommates did you have in freshman year?
I had 2.
2.
Oh, wow.
So it was,
Where'd you live?
I lived in Res.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on 5th.
Yeah.
Easy.
So you had the yellow plan.
Yes, I did.
That must have been nice.
It was. I still have leftovers.
Oh really?
On that one.
Oh, but everybody got reimbursed though, so it was okay.
Oh, that's
Really?
true.
Yeah.
For all the
For
stuff
the
you didn't.
spring semester because we got cut off.
Oh.
But you didn't get reimbursed for the amount that you didn't use, right? You got reimbursed for like the amount of time that it was.
Well, okay, you got all your Dynex back, I think, and then the meal plans were like pro rata based on the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was such a long time ago.
I
I barely remember.
I don't know if I was doing that in the spring too, but I made a point in the fall to use all my blocks and all my Dynex.
Did you?
I think I did.
Wow.
It was a lot of eating.
It's not even that much though. It's like 2.
Yeah, but like I don't know.
How much is
I don't
it?
know how our eating habits like shifted because if you really calculated it out, it is only like 2 blocks a day or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. You go out to eat, you do other things.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of eating out.
You sometimes forget. So
Sometimes forget to eat.
I don't know.
The life of a CS major.
Yeah,
I mean, Exhibit A, Exhibit B.
I didn't forget. I didn't have time.
Yeah, I did not have any time.
Okay, you didn't have time. I was
Eat
just
something
lumping
for
that
it.
all as the same thing, right? You know, even if they aren't really all the same
Kind of
thing.
soft. The popcorn's kind of soft.
It's probably because it was
Food open.
Yeah.
The fan's
That's
on
good.
too.
Wait.
That soft is the popcorn.
Well, it makes it stale, right? It like passes air through. That's
Oh.
like what makes it stale, no? Fair. I don't know.
Science fair. You should make a science fair project about that. Yeah.
That's pretty smart. I'll save that. Save that for my kids.
That's cool.
For your kids?
So you did get like some roommate people reaching out to you as a result of this course. It was successful.
It was successful.
You reach out to. Did anybody try and be friends with you, or just want to be friends from this post? You think?
I think sometimes the people who didn't end up rooming with me became friends. Because I was like, hey, I already have roommates, but we can still be friends.
That's cool. That's
yeah. I don't really.
So was that helpful? And actually, then when you actually came here, you at least knew, like you already knew your roommates. Did you meet with them before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually met. So I roomed with 2 people, May and Julia. I met May during a CMU visit in May.
Oh.
Wow.
So you did one of those too, like the
it was all, we met on a tour. Our parents met, and they're like, hey, you guys should talk to each other. And we were like, okay. And then we exchanged numbers, and then we like texted, and then I was looking for roommates, right? And she was also looking for a roommate.
Oh!
And she also had another roommate, which was Julia already. And they needed a third person.
Did you meet Julia in July?
I did not, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But yes, that's how it ended up happening.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought the story was that you guys had already agreed to be roommates, and then your parents met.
No.
And then somehow, through serendipity, that was like.
Our parents met first. And then we decided to become roommates.
That's parents.
And are still roommates.
Yeah. Still roommates for forever.
For forever.
For like 4 years, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has.
It's been a long while. Well, that's cool. It worked out. So that means, like, coming in, you knew like your roommates and a few other people, or not?
Nope.
Okay.
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, people through texting, but you didn't know them.
True.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I met a lot of people through a week.
Yeah.
As did everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A week was.
Yeah.
I don't remember half the people I met during a week, to be honest.
Oh my god, so many people, so many names.
There were a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think there were very select few.
I met almost all of my friends from Hui. That seemed,
Yeah.
I think same for the most part, but I also met some people during the first few weeks of school. Like Kashi. I met Kashi on the first day of school.
Oh, the first day of school? In like
122 lab.
122 lab? That's funny. That's how I met Kevin. We just like sat next to each other, and it's just like, oh.
In 122?
Yeah, in 122.
Oh wow.
And then we were like, oh hi, we gotta do this lab.
Work together?
And then we like talked a little bit, and then we realized that we knew some mutuals also. Since this was the spring semester.
Oh, okay.
So we already knew some mutuals. We're like, oh shit, you live in Donner too? Whoa.
Wow.
It's crazy. Or no, he lived in Donner, and like the other mutuals I know lived in Donner. So it's like, oh, cool, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, living on campus, being forced to live on campus for their first year, it's really good.
Yeah, I agree. Otherwise, you won't meet people.
True. Yeah. It's tough. Do you think so like, both of you said most of the people that you met, that you still talk to, came from like that original O week or like the first few weeks, like classes. Makes sense.
Or the people you met during a week, if they met other people, you also became friends with them later.
Right.
But it was always through association with those people from the starting group.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Like you extend your reach of people you know.
It's funny because for me, I think most of the people that I know and talk to now probably did not come from O week actually.
Oh.
So it's like a little bit different. For
really?
Me. Yeah. Have you ever thought of like who are your, I guess you could say, root friends, like the friends that introduce you to then a lot of your other friends, like the genesis friend.
Seed.
The genesis friend.
And the seed friend.
Yeah.
Do you think you were the seed friend for other people as well?
I think in some circumstances. And in other circumstances, other people introduce people. It's a mutual thing.
It was a mutual symbiosis.
Mutual seeds. Exactly. I think it starts with a lot of the people in the dorm.
Yeah.
And then they meet people.
How is that dorm culture in Rezon?
Oh yeah, so apparently people think that it has really bad socialization because the rooms are really separate.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that going into it. And it wasn't like that actually. We had like an open door policy, so basically people just go into people's room all the time and hang out. So I think I think it was there were a total of 4 separate floors. I think the first 2 floors were pretty quiet, but then the upper 2 floors were really, really active and social.
That's cool.
So I think it ended up being fine. Yeah. I mean, I'm still friends with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So.
That's good. Yeah. Was that your top choice, Rez?
Yeah, it was.
Whose friends it were not?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember even putting hammer
You just got put there.
That's just how it happened. Because, yeah.
Hey, no regrets though.
No regrets.
That's good.
I agree. That's how we got our name, anyway.
Oh,
the
right,
podcast.
Right.
That's how it all happened.
I was told about this.
Yeah. 3B.
Good times, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like to think how different it would be. I mean, not just a week. Like a lot of my friends I met on that floor. Yeah.
That open door. Yeah. That would have been hard if you were in like the quiet one, Henderson, or.
Yeah, the thing is, this way I don't know how people met people if you weren't living in close proximity.
Right.
During Zoom.
Like Zoom. Mm-hmm. Breakout room proximity. Hey, we're in the same breakout room. You remember me? You know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it, but I guess they're fine.
Power to them.
Yeah.
They still develop friends.
Developed friends.
From their seed.
Cultivating,
watering
seeds.
it, just doing all the necessary things to
sunlight, showering, sunlight, rain.
Yeah, giving it the nutrients that are required.
Yeah.
So you have like 1 more semester remaining. Do you think you have any regrets?
Regrets?
Before finishing off a CMU?
I wouldn't say I have any like major regrets, but I think it would have been nice if I spent less time on schoolwork and did more outside things.
Were you involved with a lot of like club stuff?
Not really. I mean, I was involved with some clubs, but not like a crazy amount. I think it would have been cool to do something like booth.
Yeah.
Right?
Participate in buggy.
Yeah, exactly. As a non-spectator.
True.
So things like that, but
you still have the opportunity, at least 1 semester to let it more loose.
Yeah, but also because of these years where I've always been like work. It's kind of ingrained in me now.
Yeah.
So it's something you have to work
CMU's really
towards
rubbed off.
not doing actively.
Yeah.
I still feel like I have something to do.
In the back of your mind.
It was a little weird, like when everything finished. I don't know. There's just always like an assignment or something. So when everything
there was no time in between. As soon as you finish one, it's time for another assignment.
There's always more work.
There's always more work.
So I was a little bit like, I just didn't know actually what to do when there was nothing left to do.
You mean like this week?
Yeah. I was a little bit like, I mean, of course, I just like wasted my time watching YouTube or whatever.
You could have come with me to the zoo. I went alone.
You should have gone to the zoo.
I could have gone to the zoo.
Yeah.
When did you go to the zoo?
Yesterday.
Oh. What was I doing yesterday?
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah.
Watching Bling Empire.
That's true. I still haven't finished that. I need to finish.
Maybe that's for the best.
Are you watching?
There's this show called Bling Empire.
Bling Empire? On YouTube?
No, it's on Netflix. It's like a reality show about rich Asians.
Okay.
In LA,
it's
in Hollywood. It's hilarious. I didn't even tell since I was hooked. Or not hooked.
You're hooked on the show?
A little hooked. I was introduced to this show in Portugal because we were like just chilling basically after in our hotel room and we were just like and one of the
I can't believe that was a show choice.
No, it's because one of the people I'd already watched it, she was like, I want to introduce you guys to the show because it's hilarious. And it is hilarious. Is it not hilarious?
It is pretty funny.
It is hilarious. So I just...
It's not something I would watch on my own in my own time though.
Yeah, for some reason...
Same.
That reminds me of... I don't know why this made me think of it. But remember when we watched that...
Man in the High Castle?
No. It was one of the Discord things. Stuck in the Closet, that's what it was.
They removed that whole shit from YouTube.
No, really?
I know. I was looking to buy it. So for context, Stuck in the Closet is amazing. It's basically this. You know how
disclaimer,
sometimes
it's R. Kelly.
It's R.
so-
Kelly. Okay, but no, it's still amazing. Like even though it's R. Kelly, but it's still amazing. You know how sometimes I don't know if you ever do that, like the shower or yourself. You're just like you have a story and you like sing it. And you're like just like
What?
you have like words. Like you're like talking, but
It's
you
a
like
story,
sing it
but
instead.
sung.
It's a
musical?
whole entire story.
No, but the whole thing is a song.
The whole thing is just one long continuous song with the same soundtrack.
It's like, have you heard of the Epic of Gilgamesh?
No.
Nice one.
What is
Oh,
that?
you've heard of the Iliad and the Odyssey, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so back in the olden days, they would recite it. Like it was
Like a chant.
it was passed down from generation to generation orally, oratorially, and they would sing it as a chant.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's like that. It's a story, like a poem, but in
Yeah.
Song form?
You need to experience it for yourself.
It's a different.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Even though it's R. Kelly. But, R. Kelly before he did. Actually, he was probably already doing it.
Yeah.
But he's musically talented, If not,
It's extremely entertaining to watch.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what were you saying about it? It was just
For some reason, with the whole setup to your playing whatever reminded me of that. It's like some friend showed you this thing and it was ridiculous.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
I recommend if you can find it. I guess it's not on YouTube anymore.
Like they took down a lot of it on YouTube, but I mean, I think there's still like mirrors somewhere. So if you look for it, I was thinking of buying it on Amazon because you can buy it because he like released it as a something or other. But hopefully the money doesn't go to him because he's a little not a great person.
Can he use his money anymore? Is he not in the prison for like
he's
forever
in
now?
prison. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Something. All right. Well, we did set a cutoff at 3 o'clock. It's 2:55 right now, so we'll make sure to get that in. Seems like you're quite hungry, so she just started stacking popcorn.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna eat anything until the Dave and Buster's.
Oh my god.
Do you have a note for your future self?
A note for my future self?
In case you listen back to this.
In case you listen back 10 years from now.
10 years
You in
from
10
now.
years, what do you want to say to yourself?
Do you guys usually do this?
Maybe.
I just spontaneously decided.
This was his contribution to the podcast.
Yeah.
I'll applaud it. Good job,
Okay, why
good
don't we
job.
all do that then?
Oh! Okay. Fuck, I'm not ready! Shit! Okay.
Yeah, why do I have to do it? You have to do too.
Okay. Well, you could go first.
What if I
Guest
go last?
privilege. Guest privilege.
I need to think about this.
Okay, fine. I'll go first. Hi. Me in 10 years. Hopefully, podcast is still going. Hopefully you're doing all right. Hopefully I did all right. Dude, I don't know what to say.
It can be simple.
Yeah. I hope you're happy. I'm kind of happy. I'm happy now, and I hope it stays happy throughout the 10 years.
That's good.
And I'm excited to see what happens. I'm quite excited to see. There we go.
Okay.
Nice and simple.
That was good.
That's good. That's too generic though. You should make some predictions.
Make some
Who
predictions.
do you think will be president?
Oh.
Perhaps see. Let's have a prediction.
Where do you think you'll be living?
I predict I will be still in Seattle.
Okay.
That's what I predict. And another prediction, I predict do I predict? I was gonna say maybe I'll have a child.
Oh!
I don't know. 10 years?
That is a long time.
It is a long time.
You'll be 31.
Yeah. Maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe.
But I mean it just keeps getting pushed back, like the average age.
That's true.
So
I mean, there's like a biological time limit.
31's
Not for you though.
Not for the band. But yeah. True. Okay, that's my prediction. That was more predictions. Yeah. Thank you.
Seattle and a child.
Seattle and a child. Hopefully, we'll see if it comes through, and hopefully you're not cringing too hard listening to this 10 years from now. Okay.
That's not even a term people use anymore.
Ooh.
No.
I think so. I think cringe will still be around. Okay.
Next.
Me?
Go.
Oh. This is hard.
It is hard.
All right. Hi, me. I'm sorry for being so me. Hopefully you're happy. Hopefully you're not dead.
Oh.
That would be pretty bad. 31. That's you're old now. I'm sorry. Hopefully your back. Hopefully your knees work still. I mean, mine hurt from time to time. I can't imagine yours.
Oh no! Prediction for the future.
Oh god.
Hopefully you can afford business class seats. Yeah, for your sake and mine. Or where do I think I'll be? I've always wanted to live in New York. I don't think I'll be in Chicago still. I don't think you're still in Chicago. I'll have to visit a company, but I don't think you'll be there. Grad school, you think? Yeah, maybe. That's what Dad wants you to do. We'll see about that. Did you go to grad school? It's a question.
Is that the big prediction?
Is that a big question?
No, my prediction is that the next president's going to be Ron DeSantis.
What?
That's my prediction.
Oh.
The next one?
How about the next one? Because
that's
next
so
one.
hard. He can't.
No, you don't even know who the contenders are.
So that's why it's a wild prediction. And then maybe you can be like, holy shit, this guy's crazy. Me 10 years ago?
True.
Insane.
I don't know. It's like so hard. Patrick.
Never. Never.
You're not even going to be old enough. Yeah. Don't change the election law. Yeah, hopefully you're happy. I don't think you're going to have a kid. Hopefully you found someone. Yeah. There you go. See ya. Love you.
Yeah, that's like an in-between step that I forgot to mention.
Hey, it technically doesn't have to be.
Yeah, true.
True. I'll be a
Don't
baby
you remember
daddy.
that show that...
Oh, yeah, Cherie. It's in Bling Empire.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they've been together for like 5 years and they have 2 kids and they're not married, so.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I guess they found someone.
True. Exactly, so it's not quite the same.
You can do whatever you want.
Or, have you seen that movie? I think it's called Predestination.
I don't think I've heard of that movie.
It's like, do you want spoilers? I mean, I haven't seen it. I just know the plot.
You just know what happens?
Yeah. I mean, it's so wild. I just started reading the synopsis, and it just kept on getting wilder.
Movie?
Huh?
Is it an old movie?
I don't know. I think it's like less than 15 years old.
Oh, okay.
You want me to spoil it for you? Okay.
So notes. Go.
Basically, the gist is it's a time travel movie, and the main character is his own wife and child.
Wait. His own? How?
I don't know.
That's so interesting.
Yeah,
Have you heard of the show Dark?
No.
Yeah, I've watched that one.
It gives me that vibe.
Yeah, it does.
You
What's it about?
I told you it's the German. Did I tell you it's the German show about time travel with the really fucked up incest?
Okay.
I told you about it on
Yes. I only got the
fucked up incest.
No, because you had multiple recommendations, right? So
I
only got separate after that. Okay.
That
Dark
was
is the next one.
Though
Dark?
it's a little confusing.
It's quite confusing.
Okay, we got takeaways are Bling Empire, Dark,
Ted Lasso.
and Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. Yeah.
Bling Empire can come much later.
Okay,
It's
not
not
necessarily in that order.
Not necessarily in that
order.
order.
Alright, I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, I guess I have to go. Hi, my name is Olivia. I hope my name is still
Olivia. It was like the alcoholics meeting.
No!
Hi, Olivia.
I hope things are going well. Happy, healthy. and that I know how to cook now.
Ooh.
I think that would be good. That's a good skill to have. I'll start working on it.
Start working out as well?
Yes. Healthy. That's part of the healthy aspect.
Okay,
And I don't know where I'm going to be living, given that I don't even know where I'm going to be living next year. But
wild prediction.
Yeah, throw a dart.
Wild prediction. Indiana. No, maybe Seattle still. We'll see if I go there. I hope that I was able to travel a lot. I really want to travel to a bunch of places. So there better be a lot of places in that passport. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe doing something interesting. Still playing the piano. Still playing tennis. Improve my Chinese.
Nice.
Okay.
I hope so. I want to add that to mine.
You want to add that to yours too?
I really hope. I've already started.
I want to be very fluent.
That's a good goal.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
So that I can communicate properly.
Well, these are really good. Mine are terrible.
What were yours?
I didn't say anything.
What were they?
I don't think I really said anything. Okay, you better be fluent in Spanish. I bet you've been to Africa by now.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Even Antarctica. Let's get all the continents.
Wow.
All the continents. I want to be done by the time I turn. But it's not even your age. By the time you turn 30.
Oh,
all right?
That's a good goal. I think I would like to travel to all of the continents eventually.
And then, and start learning Bengali, so that you can communicate with that side of the family. Yeah, those are good ones. Thank you. Oh, and also cooking. Yeah. Steal all of yours.
We can all do them together. In 10 years, we'll still be doing this podcast.
We'll have a 10-year reunion. We'll have a 10-year reunion with each guest. How about that?
Oh.
That would be something.
That would be funny. That would be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's good.
That's good.
Some good goals. Some good
goals. We'll see you in 10 years.
Trying my best. I'll try my best.
We'll get there.
I'm glad I came up with that. That was just like
you came up with that. Yeah.
That's good.
Good job.
Thank you.
For reflection.
All right. Well, yeah. I don't want to keep you any longer. 2 quick last questions that we almost always ask our guests.
Okay.
So sometimes we forget.
Oh wait, you know what? I'm sorry. I just remembered. Do you remember during OB when they made us write a letter to ourselves in 4 years?
Did they actually do
What?
that?
Yeah, we did. That was one of the OB events.
Did you do that?
No, it was like we made everybody do it. I don't know if you went to the auditorium or whatever.
I don't know if I remember this.
I don't think I did.
Did you read your letter?
Well, I don't know. I just remembered that. I was gonna ask if you remember what you wrote.
I don't even
remember writing it. So.
But that's the good thing.
They put everybody in the auditorium. I think it must.
No, it was in one of the tents. I remember writing it in one of the tents.
Are they going to mail it to you?
I have no idea.
Yeah, like did we submit this or what?
Yeah, I remember it was remember there was one of the talks they had, kind of like we'd go to the tent, they talked to us.
Oh, during an activity or something.
Yeah, one of the activities.
Oh, I'm starting to remember. It was that large white tent, and they had some speakers and stuff.
I don't.
And then we turned in our letter. Well, maybe you're gonna get a letter from yourself.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That would be crazy.
You know, that's crazy because I did have one of those in high school.
Yeah.
And it was for you wrote it freshman year and you opened it in senior year. And it was just like.
How?
I talked about it once on the podcast, but it was my goals were get good grades.
Get into college.
Yeah, get into college, something like that. So it was
that's what high school is like.
Very milquetoast.
One of mine was graduate in 3 years. You better have graduated in 3 years.
Well, you did it. Congratulations, and we'll see if we get there with our 10 years. Okay, 2 quick last questions.
Okay.
Number 1 is the family bedroom of your house. Is it on the first floor or on the second floor?
What is a family bedroom?
I don't know.
The master bedroom was your house.
Oh, yeah. Second floor.
It's on the second floor.
Whoa.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
We've really had some varied answers. His is on the
first floor.
Mine's on the second floor. We asked Kachi afterwards. His was on the first floor. Everyone's had different answers.
We don't have bedrooms on the first floor.
I know. We don't either.
Not a single bedroom?
Yeah.
Not a single bedroom. It's
all
different.
spaces.
America.
Wow. That's so weird. Do you have a basement?
I do.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you not have a basement?
No.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
Oh, what?
But I mean, I know people that have a basement.
Yeah, you know people that you know people that have basements.
I know you. There you go. Okay. Second one. Whenever you do icebreakers and stuff, and people ask, what is your fun fact? What is your fun fact?
I don't have a default fun fact. I just think of things on the spot.
Okay. What are you thinking of on the spot right now?
I thought of one where I said once, I don't know why I said it, but it was about how I was doing some sort of exercise warm-up or exercise warm-down. I fell and I broke my wrist.
Oh shit.
It was it was the only time I've ever broken a bone.
Oh my god, your wrist, nonetheless.
My wrist.
Damn.
Yeah, it was my left wrist.
Oh.
So
is it all like fully healed? All
it's
good?
Healed now.
Okay.
For the most part.
For the most
Oh
part?
yeah, I think it's fully healed.
Okay. Does it make like a weird clicking sound?
No.
Yeah, that's scary. Well.
Yeah, it was really dumb.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes, now you guys know.
Now we know. Damn. Crazy. Thanks again for coming on to the podcast.
Yes, thank you.
Hopefully you had a good time.
It was a good time.
Yeah. I think this is going to be like the last podcast probably of our undergraduate careers.
I'm honored. You had me as
having
the last
you
guest?
as the final guest. So
yeah, thank you for making it special.
Thanks.
You guys are so welcome.
Thank you again for coming on. Thanks to our listeners. And the next time we have an episode, we're going to be graduates.
Wow.
Yeah, we might be in Peru.
We might be in Peru.
Wow.
We'll see.
That's exciting.
Live from Peru. That'll be fun. But until next time, we'll see you then.
Adios.
Bye.